thrown to the lower brackets, but still, both these teams, they have a lot of fight in them. Blacklist International, I kind of don't want them to change, but at the same time, I'm worried if they stay the same, Onic just figures out what to do with it.
Yep.
We'll see. I know that, all right, so Coach Yeb, we definitely probably have some different plans coming in. I think Sans and CW did amazing, and it doesn't really matter what they pick. I think, like you asked me earlier, is what do we need to change? It's definitely going to be Kyrie, it's going to be Keyboy, it's maybe going to be the EXP lane, because that can always kind of move around depending on draft. And with how close that game was, is that minute difference going to kind of put them on the better edge?
Yeah, for sure. Every single minute detail is gonna matter in this particular matchup, because you have two teams that have high pedigree, I'd say. And now it's Fanny, it's the 1-1. The draft opens for Blacklist and Onic.
There's people up top today. People above us right now, LaFell.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
Yes.
There is.
There's people up top today.
Oh, dude!
They just showed the camera angle.
Dude, I was just... I don't know, right now my mind is all over the place, man. Blacklist International banning out the Assassins, this time banning out the Fanny as well as the Nolan. For Onic banning out the 1-1 as well as the Guinevere. I mean, again, Sensui was amazing on the Guinevere, but now banning out those Assassins, even the Joy.
Yeah.
It looks like Blacklist, they're one step ahead. They're like, Onic, in this kind of situation, is going to give one of the best heroes to Kyrie, so they're preventing that from happening in the first place.
Yep. So what is open? Bruno, Valentina, and Lilia. But the Faramis being banned out means that you would want to... I mean, both teams will just kind of be racing for the Lilia as well as the Valentina. I think that Blacklist are more comfortable playing the Lilia for sure.
Yeah.
Other heroes might be... I don't know, maybe perhaps Arlet, as it is an open pick, flex pick.
Still Terizla.
I mean, again, I kind of feel like don't change too much about what happened in the first game.
Yeah, that's the Lilia.
I would say taking the Lilia away from Suns, it's probably a good thing.
Yeah.
It's probably a good thing.
But I think Sans will feel comfortable on something else too if he wants.
Yeah.
He could still run something like the Valentina here.
Valentina Arlet. Oh,
Dyrov. Early Dyrov. I mean, this is a boot signature, man.
That's true. Because it wins against the Terizla, it wins against Arlet. And I think that across the group stages, I mentioned that Dirath is like a hero that doesn't have like a counter, an actual counter. Oh man, Onic will just Claude this time, but I do like the opening coming out from Blacklist. Fredrin Bruno, such a strong pick.
I mean, the Claude from CW was spotless, man, in the previous game, so honestly, why not? But now that you have the Fredrin, here's the thing, like, one of the counters that I do feel is viable against the Fredrin is the Helker, but like we saw just now with the Amon, if it doesn't have a good momentum going into the game, it's not going to do well. Like the strength of the Helker is that you can burst the Fredrin, and the utility of the Dark Knight Falls is amazing, but it's too much of a risk. I'm not so sure if Onic wants to take that risk just to fight against the Fredrin, especially when Boxia is still open.
Yeah, he could just keep it safe, pick up the Basha. Plenty of other options, even if it doesn't get banned. I feel like maybe pick up the Mardis. You're able to at least kind of zone around in the Lord Pit there. I mean, they could go for something like an Assassin, something like the Helker, but I think after last game, it's time to maybe just like keep it simple.
Safe,
keep it simple, you know?
Might be the same set of bans. Tigreal plus Minotaur for Blacklist International. Matilda should be the ban here for Onic. Oh yeah, this is, by the way, very, very true. Kari, Edward, and Renjay all came from the Philippine province of Bataan. And that also includes their coach, Bon Chan, is also from Bataan.
Oh, really?
Yep. Which is crazy. And, they're all child prodigies. Kari, Edward, and Renjay, they're all child prodigies. And Bataan kind of means like a place where, Bata means kid. So,
oh, really?
It's just...
Bataan
I mean, hey,
boys.
more cultural information for us.
That's right.
As the foreigners? Yeah, sure.
Okay. With the Estes being banned out, I think Keyboy wants to go for the Matilda, actually, because it also allows them to get into this this Bruno. You have access to the backline, so I think I kind of understand why Estes was the ban instead of the Matilda. Blacklist still needs to ban Minotaur, however, unless they want to open it up for themselves.
A lot of bans that are very good because Keyboy has shown that it doesn't matter what kind of heroes are given to him, it's going to be good. So I like the Minotaur ban, but I'm really liking what you're talking about.
Oh, Kali. Oh,
Wait,
Jungle
so they don't pick
Dyroth.
Wow.
It's the Jungle Dyroth.
I thought they were going to keep it simple.
I mean, like, Dyroth going up against Fredrin, that's pretty good. The Prince of the Abyss. Boots is 8 out of 8. 100% win rate with Dyroth in MPL ID Season 12. But it's not Boots playing.
Yeah.
Yep.
Unless you do something
Unless they do
crazy.
something crazy.
Like
Yeah.
complete jungle.
I
But
am the priestess of primal
Okay.
I'd
lightning,
be hype.
the hunter of
So
all
you go
the evil
Edith,
gods.
and
Maybe
perhaps
they pick up the Matilda.
yeah, Matilda still looks good. Rafaela still looks good actually for
On
Blacklist.
the way,
But yeah, Matilda,
your team
that's gonna be the Renegade hero. Oh man, what will Keyboy play in this case?
I'm surprised that
Oh,
Onic didn't pick up
man.
the Matilda there. They chose the Khalid over it.
That's right. I'm also surprised. Maybe they go Cho for Keyboy. They need a frontliner again.
yeah. Looking at the team, they've already
Ruby,
decided.
perhaps.
I'm
Oh,
the
Kaja.
light incarnate.
I was thinking of Kaja as well. Might be a little bit risky because if you catch someone that isn't the Edith or the Fredrin, they can stop you in the middle of the tracks. But Onic, they look confident. So I don't know. After the first game, I don't even dare to predict, man.
You know, that's the thing, right? I think for Onic, I'm sure they wanted that Dyroth to be a jungle. That's why
Yeah.
they first pick it. That's why they're flexing it. I think the Khalid should be the last pick. Their X-Blade should have been the last pick.
Yeah.
So the idea why they pick up the Khalid was they want to take away Edward's hero pool. You know, they want to challenge Edward's hero pool. But there's still Edith as the last pick, so they're A-okay anyways. And they gave Matilda to Renegade, so they give a lot of comfort. And then they'll settle with a Kaja. Onic, again, I think that they necessarily don't have the better draft compared to Blacklist, but they have a high skilling draft, high skill ceiling draft, you know?
Well,
5
we're
seconds
jumping
till
into
the
the
enemy
second
reaches the
game.
battlefield.
Hopefully all
Smash
runs
them.
smooth here. Again, the Sky Kings were taken down by the agents of Blacklist International. The question is, can they do it
Welcome
again?
to
Welcome to
Mobile
game number 2
Legends.
of Blacklist against Onic.
All right, Onic holding no surprises, holding no punches. They're going to put Kyrie on this Dyroth. And you mentioned about the matchup between the Fredrin and the Dyroth. Is it going to really work, though? Is that damage going to be able to connect?
I mean, personally for me, having Sans there as well, if you're able to terrify Sensui, the problem is that you want to burst him down before he can use his Appraisal's Wrath. I think that's the biggest thing.
Exactly. I mean, for Kyrie, it's all about the burst, and they have the Kaja to go with it. That's why they chose for the Kaja for Keyboy, because they want to lock down this Fredrin. Fredrin is not necessarily a high HP hero. In fact, it's kind of squishy if it's not able to land the combos. And then Dyroth is a one-shot kind of hero that you want to be able to burst your opponents as soon as possible. So that's the idea between the matchup of this Dyroth versus the Fredrin. However, there still is the Matilda, or if the Rafaela was picked up, that's also very true. So this makes it so rigid. I'm not entirely sure if the damage output from the Dyroth is enough.
I feel like it might, because I saw Assassin Emblem on Kyrie as well as Boots, and they're both rocking the Rupture. So early game, they have a lot of penetration, especially because the first item is the Fury Hammer.
That's right.
I mean, simple calculation, I could be wrong, but it should be enough unless the Matilda is there to help out Sensui out of a bad situation.
Yeah.
All right, coming into the second minute. Turtle's going to be up in just a second. Edward versus Boots. Boots is getting a little bit of extra damage off there, but I'm excited to see how they approach this Turtle. We're finally going to get to see Kyrie and Sensui in the same spot. Kyrie getting a little bit of chip damage already onto Sensui there, but Boots caught off guard, thrown into the tower, and taken out there. That's going to be a huge advantage for Blacklist International. Kyrie not even going to try to contest this Turtle.
Wow, what is up with Blacklist International? Their early game is amazing.
Ooh.
I can't. Unbelievable, actually. You see Edward and Sensui just combining for that. They outplayed Boots because of their chain stunts. It was onward into the taunt. It was literally an alley-oop. Or I don't know, a tag team.
Nah,
it's like a suplex into a, I don't know.
Dude, I'm okay with the alley-oop, man. Like, for real.
My God.
Onic, the idea was there. we saw them wanting to chunk down Sensui, especially because the troll is coming up, but he's like, I'm just going to leave. Renegade now just poking against CEW, but yeah, it looks like Blacklist International, whatever Onic is doing, Blacklist looks like they're one step ahead.
Consistently. So how does Onic get a step ahead of them? Once again, it feels kind of like we're aiming for just Sans and CW to scale here.
Yeah.
They keep putting Kyrie on these like early game aggressive heroes, but it doesn't seem to really, it doesn't seem to matter.
Yeah.
You know, they're not getting anything out of it. So that's why I keep going back to, would it be better just to have him on something more utility based? Hopefully he can pop off somewhere here in the next few minutes. We're only 3.5 minutes in. Very similar to last game. It's not a huge gold lead, but we know that Blacklist can change that very quick.
Oh, head now taking a lot of damage. And Kyrie's just going to secure it.
Okay.
All right, now he's on the run though, Renny J. Oh, wait a second, Keyboy with the pullback. Gonna pull Renny J and CW gets the kill with the Blazing Duet. Sans also there gets Terrify on a Sensui. Blacklist International forced to back off, and now tables have turned a little.
Oh my god, that was just pure mechanics that Onic just employed up top lane. You see Keyboy with his timing of the ultimate, even after the flicker coming from Red J was able to catch him because of the timing, and then of course Kyrie with max range on the ultimate to catch Oheb that already burned the flicker. So big props to Chewe actually forcing that flicker that allowed the kill from Kyrie. And Onic just snapped, they have recovered.
Yeah, now it looks like the both gold leaders have got their first core item, even Yue having the Enchanted Talisman, so the damage should ramp up right now. Sans as well with the Enchanted Talisman.
Oh, he's gonna move on to Sans there. Sensui able to take the second turtle. He's gonna keep back Blacklist with a nice, you know, nothing huge, but at least keep them in the lead, even though Onic is picking up a bit more kills here.
Yeah, but at least this time, the tempo is not super on to Blacklist International. This is more of a, I would say, stable game. Keyboy is just looking for opportunities to catch anyone off guard here. But now, 3 members of Blacklist is at the top.
Kyrie's also here. Red J spots him out. Blacklist International might not call off this push because they have the Bruno anyways.
Yeah, so right now, looks like Onic as well as Blacklist International. The question is, what are they waiting for? Are they just waiting for another turtle fight to really go up against it? Like, I was looking at Kyrie. It looks like he was aiming for a Radiant Armor, and now he's completed it. Is this the go button? Is this where Kyrie feels like I'm more comfortable to fight?
Yeah, I don't think so. I think they'll wait for Chewe, if anything. What are they doing is just to control the map. And look at him just invade the orange buff in exchange for the turret.
I mean, honestly, I like the turret though. I think Oheb's now going to be able to move around the map a bit more. Blacklist is going to be able to do what they want to do, which is kind of group up a little bit earlier than Onic. But wait a second, Kyrie, the Abysm Strike. Not able to do too much. Boots force a flicker. Chewe into the backside with the Blazing Duet, but still no damage there just yet.
Yeah, it looks like Keyboy was able to catch one person with the Divine Judgment, but then a lot of crowd control was able to stop him from actually pulling the member of Blacklist International into danger. And now Blacklist, they're feeling a little bit more secure here.
Yep.
So it was a good open map by Renjay.
Yep, Renjay. I'll commend this guy. He read that clash perfectly well. Did not panic. Didn't pop his ultimate right at the get-go. He waited for the right opportunity. And that was Keyboy just doing Keyboy things. Is pretty good with the usage of the ultimate, but Blacklist International were prepared. And by the way, there's a lot of stuns from Blacklist International. They don't have the big ticket stuns, but they have a lot of crowd control. Onward, combo from the Fredrin, and the Matilda ultimate as well.
All right, third and final turtle. Renny J gonna try to zone him away here. Keyboy also waiting. Kyrie wants to try to find an angle, but wait! Airborne on to Keyboy. Keyboy does get the Divine Retribution, pulling Edward back, and still no one drops just yet, but Kyrie finally finds one. Boots comes in with the Raging Sandstorm, looking for Renny J, and there's no escape today. That's 2 members of Blacklist down, and they still want more. Kyrie dashes in, looking for the final shot, but CW finds it as well. Oheb down as well. Yue, the only man standing left after that battle.
What a god! Sans with a place of Valentina, even with the recalls, and then flickers in for the finishing kill after utilizing the ultimate that was copied from Yue. Don't give him the Valentina, he's scary. But Onic The reason why they won that is mainly because of Kairi securing the turtle. They get extra shields and then boots on the proper timing. And also, Keyboy baiting out Blacklist International, then surviving afterwards. This rush of the Radiant Armor helped him a lot when it comes to the magic defense. My oh my, Onic, they're back.
Yeah, now Kyrie having the blade armor as well, make it so that he can frontline for the team for quite a while, is able to actually dish out the armor reduction. Now he's taking Sensui as well as Edward has been taking quite a lot of damage. Keyboy, even though he is a roamer, but he's a catching kind of roamer, not a frontline, so it makes sense why he hasn't received that much damage. But
Kyrie,
Onic,
the bottom of the list.
hey, I mean,
It just
like,
goes to show how clean he's like moving through these fights and coming at the right points.
That's right. But how will Blacklist International recover? They still have the Bruno. They still get Death Ball. Gonna be waiting for maybe the Lord fight. All they have to do is to make sure that Sensui will be at par when it comes to levels against Kyrie for now.
yeah, damage dealt now. Apparently, Yue as well as Ohab is the highest in the charts. Onic 2, around 3,000 gold lead here. They're not trying to force things out, but I do feel like this is just one Divine Judgment away from Onic trying to get a wipeout and trying to perhaps take out all of the turrets, maybe even one inhibitor for Blacklist International. Now the Lord has been started, but map control so far, it does look like in favor of Blacklist, but Edward has to be a little bit careful as well. Kyrie can dish a lot of damage onto him.
Yeah, watch for boots as well. He's going to try to find an angle, make sure that Raging Sandstorm counts.
Keyboy!
When Keyboy comes in, Sansui taking way too much damage. Boots finds a kill, and here could be the finish.
They want to play.
Looking for an angle as well. Lord goes low, but Raging Sandstorm, the flicker, but it whiffs. It misses. Ohab spines.
Oh my.
It's Kyrie. Edward as well.
Renny
J coming in. Finds CW. Onyx on the run. Ohab. Renny J, the hitman, looking for more to hit. Sans taking a lot of damage. Renny J. A double kill.
Oh my god, delivery, Ohab. What? They get out. Renegade salvages the game and what the call coming up from Edward.
How does it happen?
How did it happen, Edward?
What is this
You
game?
can see the signal coming up from Edward. It was immaculate. Whoever designed that shot call was so good.
Once Boots missed that, once he missed the Raging Sandstorm, it was game on.
Oh my goodness, Edward.
It was game on.
Edward with the play, right? With the flicker play, goes for the onward to Kyrie, but even better, Renegade was there with the guiding wind, and Ohim was ready. They were prepping up for it. Delivery.
What is this gold lane roamer combination? Ohab with the Bruno.
Oh my goodness.
The thing is, Renegade with the Rafaela delivering Ohab to Onic in a good way, in a dangerous way.
Yeah.
He's doing the same with the Matilda.
But this time you can see that it has a lot of purpose, and Renegade just getting two success. I mean, he gets a double kill. Would have been better if it went to someone else, but he deserves it.
Hitman, at this point, he's a delivery man.
The delivery man, the mailman,
The
Renegade.
mailman, Renny J.
Oh,
Dude, like, I'm speechless. This is one of those games I almost don't want to work. I just want to see as a viewer.
exactly.
I just want to absorb all of this in.
Can we do that?
I don't know. I just want to drink water and have some snack and feel like, oh my God.
Yeah, Trex.
And then saying
The
things
show
that we
is yours.
should not say on. I want to say so many things that I should not say on cast.
Me too. There's so many words that I wanted to say. You
So
know?
many letters.
So many words of affirmation, so many words of expression. My emotions are so really high, you know?
Dude, I'm not a Filipino, but I'm hyped for this one, man.
Oh my
This
goodness.
makes me feel like a Filipino.
Well,
Onic,
Can
though,
you say
is starting to take control of the map again here a little bit. Feeling good about it. 45 seconds on the clock, but at this point, after seeing that, after seeing the way Blacklist keep on just swinging the game back into their hands, once again, to reiterate, we can never, ever count Blacklist out.
yeah. I wish there was a replay for this.
Yeah. Same.
Oh.
There needs to be an instant replay because we got to see, like you said, Boots did not hit the Raging Sandstorm. That was the go button for everyone's like, okay, no one's stunned. If anyone can attack, keep on attacking, and everyone did. I just love the delivery. Oh, before that, Sensui finds Kyrie. It looks like Renegade wants him. No, he does not.
This is a poke.
They're testing the waters. They're testing the waters.
But that was Flicker burned out by Renegade.
Yeah,
There's
but
another Lord Dance.
don't count Blacklist out just yet. But Sans now having the Divine Glaive, the damage should be much higher. And again, the front lines from Blacklist, they have to be careful. We saw how quickly Sensui gets bursted down. The amount of armor reduction from Onic is a lot. And like you said, Fredrin is not super tanky.
Yeah.
He's tanky, just
Oh,
not
look at
super
the
tanky.
Keyboy, the backlines.
Oh, Edward! Not like this! Keyboy goes down, Boots does get the break Sandboard. And then Sandstorm Sans. Sans looking for something, Boots as well. Able to heal up, Edward chipping
It's
away. Boots keeps going, but he still falls. Killing spree for Rennie J. 2 for 2. Kyrie wants to get back into the fray though. Doesn't want to let him go down today. He locks on. You way out. Lord does go to the side. Did Onic pick it out? Yes, Onic gets it 3 for 2.
How did
they come out on
die?
top.
How did Oheb die? I didn't catch it.
It was Sans in the end. I mean, at this point, 13 minutes, you would not put a lot of value on the damage output of the Valentina. He cannot one-shot people, but he puts them very, very low. He maims them. I want to see the items of Sans now because I'm sure that was the reason why they were able to take him out, and Oheb didn't have magic defense.
All right, they're trying to figure things out. Kyrie in a little bit of trouble. The Hitman locks on.
Keyboy has Flicker.
That's a lot of utilities wasted. Keyboy there along with CW. Lord is going to get melted down. All it's going to take is a gust of wind to knock down that tower, but still, Onic back in control.
Oheb has shown that he has a lot of damage because CW, just by the worldly coming in from the Bruno, and maybe 1 or 2 basic attacks, CW was almost taken down, so he has to be careful of that. He doesn't have the Wind of Nature. It is going to be very risky to go up against Blacklist International, but again, I believe what you said, Wolf. The damage coming in from Sans is quite a lot that Oheb has to respect, and especially if he gets stunned down, like he's not able to use the basic attack with the Hospla to get back his HP. It's going to be very, very troubling.
So Sans as well as Boots jump onto Oheb. That's why the combination of magic and the physical damage overwhelmed him. But eventually it was Sans that made it that dealt the most damage, and that's scary. Like Boots is the way that you play the Khalid. Sometimes it's like it's very sacrificial. Sometimes you might even lose your life, but in exchange for a marksman at this stage of the game, that's a positive trait for the Khalid for sure.
All right, 3.5K gold lead, but we're creeping into that 20-minute mark right now. This game, if it goes all the way, let's say we get to that 60K gold break, where everyone's maxed out items, who do we think it favors?
Ooh, I can easily say it's the Claude lineup.
Claude lineup?
Yeah, I always like that.
Ooh.
All right, it looks like Renegade isn't going to fully commit to that, especially because the worry of the Divine Judgment coming in from Keyboy, full builds coming in from the Claude, one more item left for the Bruno.
Yep.
But again, I kind of feel like at this point, it's enough. At this point, even without full builds, the damage from both marksmen is going to be enough.
Here's the thing, right? Bruno didn't have any magic defense, that's why Sans dealt so much damage. And at the same time, there's no Radiant armor that was picked up by Blacklist International. So there's really no one that's stopping Sans. And look at that. By the way, Kyrie went for the Twilight armor. It's the item to go up against the Bruno.
Yeah, so again, now Oheb finished the Demon Hunter Sword. Should be able to chunk down Kyrie, Boots, as well as Keyboy. But again, at this point, it's not about how much damage you deal, but more about how you're going to have the space to do it. Because Onic is always looking for the backlines. And it's not just Keyboy, Boots, Sans, but even CW can get to the backline, so it's very dangerous.
Conceal.
Edward, Kyrie. Edward gonna get brought back in the suppression, but Edward flickers away. The guiding wind locks on to Kyrie. Rennie J picking up another kill. He's supposed to be the roamer, but the Hitman has a name for a reason.
Oh my goodness, Rennie J! If he's not the MVP of this game, if Blacklist wins, I don't know what to feel anymore.
All right, does Onic even try to contest this? CW Working his way around the tri-bush right now. Trying to find an angle. Renny J's on him too. Edward finds a knock-up. Boots, Hera's backup. There's no way they can take this. Blacklist International going to secure that Lord.
Wow!
What is going on?
What is going on even? Renegade saving the day once again. And Onic, you would understand why they went for Edward.
Edward
with the flicker play.
should have died.
Edward should have died.
Should have died.
But he didn't. And it's because of the guiding wind. You see the Flask of the Oasis.
Yeah.
Tankability, the natural tankability of this Edith. And the fact that they didn't have CW in that fight. I mean, he was on the other side of the map, so, I mean, of the Lord Pit.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Now Blacklist, they're in for the push.
All right, Lord's going to be coming down the top side. Blacklist making their way up. They should be able to get, their minions alone should be able to take that bottom tier 2. See if they can break something. They are going to get the charge. This is an enhanced Lord. We're 18 minutes in. They're going to be able to break that one down. Blacklist not overexerting themselves, though. They know the danger. They know the heavy CC, the terrifies. There's a lot of possibilities from Onic. And if they get caught in a pigeonhole here, it could spell death. So they're going to get what they can and back off.
I mean, they got top inhibitors, so that's already pretty good, but it doesn't look like they're stopping here. It's really on Keyboy. Who is he going to be able to pull?
Ooh, Sensui matching up against Sans. Kyrie as well going to clear the wave, and that's going to be it.
Okay, again, this is still a good charge coming in from Blacklist, but we saw Onic, they will have moments of brilliance as well, and now we're going to look at the instant replay of the final fight, where I hope it shows how Edward survived.
Yeah. So the Claude is somewhere else.
He's up in the mid. They come in, they get the Divine Retribution.
Yep. Oh, Kyrie just got poked out. And that's as simple as that. They didn't have the... I mean, Onic thought that it was already a guaranteed kill onto Edward, but it wasn't. And then while that's happening, you gotta have to give props to Oheb. He's still hitting onto Kyrie. That's the thing, right? If you see already that your opponent popped the Divine Judgment, you're already A-okay as the marksman. Oheb just felt confident that he can hit Kyrie, and he did. Sensui gets the purple.
I mean, Oheb at this point, I gotta say, his positioning has been great. The only time he gets caught is when literally the entire team dove onto him, where he had no other way of escaping, where Renegade is looking for a way to engage, not necessarily disengage in those skirmishes. Now, Keyboy, looks like Renegade is just keeping him honest, making sure that he always finds where Keyboy is. No shenanigans coming in from the Kaja.
And that's what Renegade's been doing all game, man. He's regularly just kind of like making sure he pushes them back, threatening them with the Guiding Wind, threatening them with Circling Eagle. And it's just working so well. And even they don't know when he's actually going to fully commit.
Yeah. I saw one item coming from Edward that Onic has to be careful. He has the Starlium Scythe, so the damage is going to be more than they anticipated. So maybe that's one reason why Keyboy felt it was fine to pull Edward, because if Edward dies, that's a lot of damage per second that has been eliminated from Blacklist.
But look at the lanes for Onic. It's not good in this Lord Dance. Blacklist, they have a shot at this. Kyrie is showing. They can punish Kyrie this time. He was far too forward from his teammates, but we'll see.
We'll see. Keyboy also hanging back CW there as well. Blacklist International don't want to get this, let this, no! Keyboy!
No!
He's trying, but CW punishes Edward. That's huge. Sensui also there as well. Somehow, some way, Onic actually comes out on top in that one. But Blacklist want to tell them that they can't. Kyrie wants to show them that they can.
Unbelievable.
Good news, bad news. Good news, Keyboy was stopped.
Yeah.
Bad news, he still got the kill.
But this gives the green light for Blacklist to burst the Lord. Kyrie will be a little bit off, but not having Edward, nobody provides the vision for Blacklist for now. They don't want to really completely burst the Lord. Queen's Wings picked up by Kyrie.
All right, now it looks like Kyrie might have a little bit more of a position. Keyboy gets a suppression. Sensui, Immortality pops. Someone's got to get the last shot, though. Can they finish it? Kyrie dives in. He's taken out. Oheb finds him. Boots gonna find Sensui though, so no retry on the board. Oheb will be the next to fall. It's 4 members of Blacklist. All that's left is the Hitman, and he might get taken down. The Terrified Sans able to connect, and CW gonna take the Lord. Back and forth, back and forth.
What a series of unfortunate events.
Oh my God.
I mean, it started with Keyboys trying to pull someone in, and then
Gets knocked up for the
gets
Lord.
knocked up from the Lord, and then after that, it looks like Blacklist International, like, Edward was not around, but they still wanted something out of that.
Yep.
Well,
Keyboy
they
does
can
have
try
the
to
ultimate
finish.
again.
This is big. CW had to clear the wave. All they had to do is lock on, conceal play. Able to move in. Their only job is to lock on to this base. Renegade taken out. The Sandstorm locks in, and Onic will take game number 2. Let's tie it up.
There's no way that this best of 5 doesn't go all 5 games. Onic just equalized with Blacklist International. They're making sure that Blacklist, whenever they make a mistake, Onic is gonna capitalize.
Was a time where Sans was phenomenal with this Valentina. You can see that at the top lane, that's why they were able to wipe out Blacklist International. But then Blacklist turns it around after Edward almost died, and then Oheb punishes. And then eventually the last fight, or last 2 sets of fight, Keyboy jumps in, gets knocked up by the Lord. For some reason, they still lost Edward, because when Edward went for the flicker, there was a lot of burst. And then CW was already available. That was the power spike for the Claude. You know that the Claude is such a strong hero in the latter portions of the game, and we felt that. Then, during the succeeding Lord T fight, what happened was Kyrie was actually taken out. But then Sensui was in the middle of the fight, was isolated from his team, and he was very low. Eventually, CW was able to finish him off.
Pure insanity.
I want to take off my suit. I want to wear a jersey. I want to sit somewhere in the stands.
Let's go.
Yeah.
I just want to hold the board up, man.
Whew.
This is the game that you just want to enjoy, but we got to talk about the MVP of the game. I have an idea of who the MVP is.
Coach
We're
Yeb.
seeing Coach Yeb, but the MVP is CW, and he's like, it's normal.
C-Dubs.
Another day.
Just another, what's today? Saturday for me.
Yep. Going for the Purify, going for tenacity as well as agility. This guy with the Claude was so phenomenal. I think that his positioning in the last few minutes of the game was spectacular. He wasn't tagged at all. 7-1 and 6 eventually after this game in the Purify usages, as well as his timing against Oheb. When they go for the duels, we know for sure that the Claude is very strong in the latter portions of the game with his Corrosion Sight, with his Windtalker, Demon Hunter Sword, as well as the Golden Staff. That combo is enough for him to be able to take out even the tankiest of heroes, even the Edith, as well as this Fredrin suffers from him. We can see a highlight. This is a pendulum, right? Sometimes it's on the left side, sometimes on the right side. Look at Edward, beautifully done, and then utilizing the Primal Wrath for additional. Watch out for Suns in this particular exchange. Look at him go, even with the recall spams, right? He's messing with the mentality, and then Suns with the flicker play to finish off Sensui, then poke Oheb, then allow for CW to get the double kill. I mean, that is prime Valentina that we're talking about.
Misplay.
Oh yeah.
And this is the moment where we saw Blacklist capitalizing on the fight where Oheb just did way too much damage, and Renegade just delivering Oheb to absolutely everyone from Onic. But we saw more or less the same thing coming in from Onic, where they just take one mistake coming in from Blacklist and they just capitalize.
Renegade was a beast in this game as well. Look at that, Edward with the play already, but he was punished. Look at Boots as well as Sans. They just dialed in on Oheb. Their focus was Oheb. Eventually, Boots will be taken out. Sans did not stop being aggressive onto the backlines, and then Yue, when he goes to the backlines, there's the ultimate coming out from Sans as well. Edward, look at that beautiful guiding wind. And while that's happening, watch out for Oheb. Kept his stabs onto Kyrie. Made sure that he takes out Kyrie. The decision-making of these people are so good. And Sensui is low, but now CW as well as Sans, they take the left and the right flank. Then Oheb was punished. Beautiful positioning from the 2 damage dealers of Onic Esports.
CW was definitely the difference maker, man. Like coming in from the side, make sure that he doesn't get touched, and then just dealing free damage. We saw how fast those health bars just gets taken down. Like CW was a beast in this game. Honestly, in the previous game as well.
Unbelievable. I think that this is the back-to-back games that we see from Onic. really makes a case for why people will think that Sans is the top mid laner right now in the world. And the thing is, Yue also performs so well, right? So everybody, literally everybody in this game is performing so well.
No one is missing a beat.
Blacklist, exactly. If you're looking at Onic, everybody's just giving it their all. And imagine watching this game, looking at the Dyreth jungle, win the game eventually. It's crazy to think that we have come to this.
I feel like at no point in the past 2 games could you have ever really said, oh, this team's definitely going to win this game.
Yes.
Nah,
It's just constantly like, and once you think a team has it, the Lord gets taken or everyone gets wiped out or anything can happen at this point. When we're only just starting, it's a best of 5. Anything on these items, though, to really point out?
Yeah.
For me, it's about, I would say Blacklist. Edward couldn't really frontline for the team because he even have the Swift crossbow to add more attack speed. So it really looks like Edward wants to dish out the damage, but it became to the point where Onic, they could just choose who they want to dismantle first and then just pick everyone off one by one. So I would say not the greatest starts from Blacklist in terms of team fights.
Yep. I think when it comes to items, maybe some Radiant Armor from Blacklist International, maybe someone that goes to the front lines will take that because I think that not having the Radiant Armor against a Valentina, it's quite criminal, as Assassin Dave would say. And also Oheb, I believe that there should be a consideration for Athena Shield for this guy, or maybe even Rose Gold Meteor, right? I don't know if he eventually got the Rose Gold Meteor, but what I'm trying to say here is that he was bursted out by Sans so easily in this game. That's Flicker plus the Lilia ultimate from the Valentina, from the Black Shoes, right? That he copies. That's automatic. It's a one-hit knockout. That's the thing with Marksman. Marksman right now, or Marksman, gold laners, they take for granted the damage output of Valentina from the 1-2-2-1 combo. It's actually pretty strong.
I mean, honestly, it's like Lilia. It's one of those skills that you don't feel like it does a lot of damage until you look at your health bars and like, okay, that does a lot of damage.
Yeah.
I mean, like when you see a skill like Farsight, like boom, 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 it's like, okay, that's a lot of damage. But again, it's one of those things where visually it's not super intimidating until you feel it.
Maybe that's the case, right? The Valentina skill shots where it doesn't like shake the screen whatsoever.
Exactly.
It doesn't look that good. So
With that being said, we need some insight on both this team. So we're gonna look at the insider video and hopefully we'll learn something new today.
In every tournament, pros fight not only for glory, family, and their country, but also for the heart of every game. The fans. Are you one of them?
Hello everyone, my name is
Onic.
Hello everyone, my name is Queenie Tornis and I am representing Blacklist International Agent!
Perjalanan Sonic ini udah berdiri sejak 5 tahun yang lalu. Sampai kita kalah, sampai apa itu Onic udah ada. Homeboys sebenarnya sangat penting sebab dia bukan saja untuk homeboys, dia untuk tingkatkan komuniti MLBB dekat Malaysia ni.
Kita nak kalau boleh komuniti tim lain bersama juga semangatnya macam Flameboys.
Hal yang bisa kita berikan secara maksimal itu adalah dukungan. Bila moral player tengah down, tapi kita orang tak tengah down. Kita orang tengah hype. Kita apa-apa pun, kita sebagai macam homeboys ada 5 player, kita orang Flameboys adalah player ke-6.
And I can say that I'm the correct fandom because they really value their fans. I can feel that this is not just like playing games or what, but this is like a family, a whole family.
Player Homeboys punya gameplay every season macam improve.
Like wins or losses, like they're really not take it seriously, but they just take it as a room of improvements.
Menang atau kalah, still support.
Kalau mereka kalah meski sedih tapi tetap dukung.
Kekalahan itu awal dari kemenangan yang lebih besar.
We wanted to make sure and ensure that they still feel that we are still here for them no matter what happens.
Jadi ada 8 kota yang bakal kita adain host party.
Let's go Blacklist! Blacklist will only improve and they won't give up!
Even if they lose, they will win the next game.
Blacklist, break the code!
They have always felt your unwavering support and love.
Maraming salamat po sa pagsuporta niyo sa amin palagi. Sobrang namomotivate kami lalo lumaban sa mga next games namin dahil sa pag-support niyo sa amin. Kaya po sana tuloy-tuloy lang. And yun, thank you so much.
Maraming salamat sa mga agents na walang sawang sumusuporta sa amin kahit na manalo man o matalo, dyan pa rin kayo para sa amin. Yun. Isa kayo sa mga rason kung bakit pa kami nagpapatuloy. Thank you sa inyo.
Pertama, makasih banyak yang udah dukung dimanapun kalian, dari Manado, dari semuanya lah pokoknya. Dukungan kalian sangat berarti buat kita, bikin kita semangat, bikin kita lebih konsisten juga biar menang terus. Guys, dukung kita dan kita juga nggak akan bosan buat juara. Terus yang terakhir mungkin selalu doain kita terus. Terima kasih.
Thank you to all Sonics for supporting us. It really is touching, and we really appreciate all of you guys from wherever you guys are. And I hope you continue supporting us and don't be bored. We will try our best to win every tournament for you guys.
I gotta say, man, like, that was an emotional video. I mean, like, the fans, player number 6,
That was good.
that was really
The
good.
ending,
Like,
the ending.
yeah,
The ending was good, right? Player number 6. That's you know, I've heard a lot of stories from teams that have these fan bases and that they keep on supporting them. Like no matter what happens, like if they win, if they lose, it's literally what they fight for, right? The support of the fans just give them so much.
I mean, it's a game changer, man. Like, it's not one of those things that you just say. It's one of those things that you feel. Like, when you see the support coming in, everyone traveling, in this case, all over the world, just to see you play, win or lose, they're there. Like, I don't know, like, watching the video, like, even though, you know, Homeboys is not here, seeing the Flame Boys still coming, still showing support, still showing love, it feels, man, just
the feels,
You know, and one of the key things you said there is the win or lose. Like the diehard fans that even when a team has a bad year, they have a bad event, and they come back next time and the same fans are there. You know, it's not just the bandwagon fans. It's not just the guys jumping on. It's the ones who are there when they're switching rosters, when they're doing this or that. No matter what, they support the org, right?
It's just great. It's the reason why we do it, right? It's the reason why we have esports is because of the fans, right? I think not only for Onic, not only for Blacklist and Homeboys, for example, I think that there are, you know, massive fans of specific teams, like
Casters.
I would say the fans, man.
The
Right?
fans,
We're just focusing on the fans.
No, it's like the fans of the casters.
I mean,
but if there is, thank you so much.
yeah, thank you. Like,
we love
again,
you.
The support has been nothing short of amazing. But going back into this game, man, this is an intense series, 1-1, and it's never one-sided game. Like, it's just playing ping pong at this point. I have the ball, you have the ball, we're just switching sides.
Yeah, it's a rally between two teams, and that always starts from the draft. And we saw from game number 1 that despite a very difficult, at least in our eyes, you know, in our simple eyes and simple brains. We know that game number 1 was difficult for Onic, but they still managed to last for 30 minutes. Game number two, we thought that it will be again another difficult game for Onic, but they won the game. So ever since the draft and then the gameplay, it's just a crazy series.
I have to say as well, in this match, do watch out for the TikTok drops. Watch M5 on TikTok for 5 minutes, and you can win one TikTok viewer chest. Watch for 20 minutes, and you might win TikTok Deluxe chest. I mean, like, at this point, just watch the entire game. I'm pretty sure all of those rewards are waiting for you guys, because all of these matches, like, how can you not watch them, right?
It's definitely, I mean, we still got possibly, what, 3 more matches to go?
Oh, yeah.
And you said we definitely believe it could go the whole way.
Right now, we're going to look at a quote from Coach Yeb. We're happy with our performance, but I think there's still a lot for us to improve on. We really need to prepare because all of the M5 teams are great. Yeah. And I remember as well an interview with Sans where the question was, do you see any teams here being a threat? I would say, like, right now, Blacklist International is pushing Onic to their limit. So this is where every member of Onic, especially Coach Yeb here, has to be, like, on top of their game on the draft.
And you can even say that to other teams. I think that the entire top 8 that we have for knockout stages will always have are all championship contenders. Even teams that we don't know of, like See You Soon, for example, we don't know their full potential yet. You can see that even the Burmese schools, right? All of these teams that got into the knockout stages, they're all a threat. And now for Onic going up against Blacklist, most people, like you saw the predictions of the team, most people will go for Onic, but the way that Blacklist is playing against them, it's a total 50-50 between these two teams.
And it's definitely not going to be easy. You mentioned Onic getting pushed to their limits, but now Onic pushing back and making sure Blacklist is tested as well right here. And now with the ball back into the court of Onic, now that they've kind of found a way to handle the draft, now it's, does Blacklist switch things up? Or do they just decide, we keep it the same, we just play better?
They got to find a way to stop CW, man. His squad is it's not fun to go up against. Now we're going into draft. Blacklist will be the first pick. Onic will be the second pick. Looks like the strategy for now hasn't changed. Fanny, Guinevere banned. If Blacklist continues, they should be banning out the Nolan here.
Yep. Should be the Nolan or the Joy, or the two of them. So
gaze
such a
Nolan ban. And then Coach Yab, we saw in game 1, he banned out the Fredrin, and then they let it through last game, and now they're back to it. They're going to ban it out again, really focusing in on to Sensui here. And Sensui's just played a great game. Game 1, Game 2, he's definitely been a pedestal for the rest of the team to stand around. He's very reliable in the jungle, so Coach Yeb going to kind of hone in onto his hero pool a bit here.
Joy. I'm not sure if Blacklist actually plays that Joy. I'm not entirely sure. But it is a hero that you should know how to play, right? Because it's a very strong hero. But then again, the Blacklist International, maybe they'll just ban it out.
Time to drop the beat of the flag.
That it is? Okay. Theramis, Valentina, Lilia.
I mean, at this point,
Baksha.
Literally all jungle bans right here.
Oh, yeah. I mean, like, I gotta feel like targeting...
both sides.
Either the mid laner is kind of like a waste of our time because, dude, just give anything to them, they'll be fine.
Valentina or Faramis, or again, Valentina, Faramis, Lilia will be the choices for Blacklist International as their first pick. I would say you would rather just get the Valentina just because of how strong Sans is with that hero.
Okay, legit give Sans any hero and he'll be fine.
Yeah, that's also true.
The Novaria, he's fine. The Gushin, he's fine.
That's very true.
All right. Honestly, and it's not just the mid laner; it's gold laners as well.
Yep.
XP laners. Both of these teams, the hero pool just goes so deep.
Yep. So I believe that Onic can just secure the Tyroth once again. It's a stable pick, and it seems like they're not concerned about the Bruno. So I honestly will not be surprised if it's like Tyroth Claude for Onic this time. And then just choose the Valentina or the Faramis in their last pick because it's not like Blacklist will take one of those.
All right, it looks like they're going to pick up.
Why,
we forgot about Wan.
What?
Uh-oh. Spaghetti-O.
Oh.
Bruno's also open still though.
Yeah, that I'm actually surprised. I automatically I don't think about the 1-1 anymore because it's usually an auto ban.
Yeah. Oh, and the Kadita. And this Kadita could go either way. It could be a roam, it could be a mid.
Exactly. I think you wanna get the Minotaur this time, but they go a high Claude. All right, understandably so.
Okay, now I'm just thinking, should Blacklist have a lockdown hero like the Kaja? Because traditionally, in like ages before, if you want to pick up the 1-1, the Kaja is one of those heroes that you have to ban out. I mean, to be fair, you also have the option of Phoveus. And we've seen success on the Phoveus going up against the 1-1, but
That's right.
this is CW though. It's a different beast. So this is a mid lane Kadita.
Yeah, this is a mid lane Kadita.
I was about to say they got to ban out the Diggy here.
If you're Onic, do you want to consider banning the Angela? I think for Blacklist, Tyroth is a good ban here overall, even when they have the Akai.
Okay. Like again, should Onic be concerned about the Phoveus?
Ooh.
Because again, the Phoveus is good against the 1-1. It's just that they have the Minotaur and the Kadita to kind of like fight back.
That's right. You can chain CC the Phoveus.
Is Edward a Phoveus kind of guy?
Yeah, he's a
Edward's
Air
guy.
Edward. He's an anything kind of guy.
Air Edward.
Air Edward, dude, when he plays that Phoveus, we call him the Air Edward when he plays the Phoveus.
Yeah, there it
just
is.
ban it out. And then if you're Blacklist, maybe ban Tyroth actually.
What about the Arlid? The Arlid is still open.
Oh, that's right. What are you more scared of if you're Blacklist? Tyroth or Arlid? You just have to pick between the two.
Yeah, but they still need an EXP laner, and Edward could also use the R a lot.
Yeah,
So it's like they could try to trade up something here.
Yep.
Well, Terizla is open as well. So if Onic picks up an Arlid, then they can, for Blacklist, they can get the Terizla. So far, we've seen that the Arlid has been a game changer. So Arlid gets banned up here, but this opens up for Onic if they want. They can get the Terizla, but the Akai would be good. And I would say the Valentina is good against the Terizla as well, just because you can use the penalty zone for yourself. Yeah.
That's why I like the Tyroth better for Onic because it.
The Rizzler.
The Rizzler. Okay.
Keep it simple.
Keep it simple.
I'm wondering about this Kadita, man. So far, Kadita hasn't had the greatest showing.
Are we looking at the Lapu or Paquito here?
Ooh. Lapu
for,
perhaps.
Oh, you're talking about Blacklist.
Yeah, for Blacklist.
I think maybe Benedetta should be better because they're going up against her. Or the Yu Zhong. I'm actually interested what Ready J will pick up because they're going up against the Minotaur. So do you go Rafaela or do you go Angela? In fact, there still is the Matilda.
Yeah. He played amazing on it last game. I mean,
agree.
There's no reason to not.
Or what if Edward just goes for Uranus instead? Because they will just peel for this Claude.
Let's make a punch for a punch.
Florian.
Oh, Florian.
I don't know how I feel about it.
Yeah, 0% win rate. That's the reason. Again, this is Blacklist. They can make anything work, but 0% win rate is the one that we are like iffy about. Like I thought that the Paquito would be good here, and the Lancelot gets picked up.
Yep.
I don't know, man. This Florian is
it's off-putting.
Not giving me confidence.
It's questionable.
I agree. Then again, Florian kind of saves you perhaps from the crossbow attack in a way that, well, if nobody dies, then they get a transfer. But at the same time, it does not give what they need. Like, imagine if they had Matilda to provide the vision. At this point, only the Akai can man the front lines for Blacklist. And Claude and Florian is actually very slow, right? When it comes to
I like
the
that.
Chlorine.
Chlorine. I like that.
All right. Wow. Serendipity, I guess.
I mean, I like it if it works. We got to see whether the Chlorine...
Yeah, it's super late game, I'd say.
Well, we're going to see if we get to the super late game. We're going into the third match between Blacklist International going up against Onic. So far, it's a ping-pong game where we're just trading back and forth. Is it the same for this one? Will the Florian be the key to victory? We're jumping into the line of dawn.
All right, so this could be the breaking point where a game finally becomes a little one-sided, I feel like. Both teams have some possibilities. I think something huge for the side of Blacklist here is if Edward gets some early game rotations, if he can kind of really capitalize on that level 4 power spike here, it could be huge, right? If he can try to make sure the Blacklist gets an early game, that's huge. Now, if Sans, on the other hand, or Kyrie are able to get a nice level 4 power spike, same thing with CW as we're seeing, I just feel like Onic has a few more options in the mid game.
Oh, no, I agree. I definitely agree because, again, we got to see how Renegade is going to operate on this Florin. Looking at the emblems for now, having tenacity on both gold laners, making it so that if you do want to go gank onto them, they should be pretty fine. Sans right now really doesn't care just because he has the Telephobia, so he can recover some HP. For Blacklist as well as Onic, I want to see Onic try to pick up the tempo just because they had a Kadena. Oh my god.
That was some damage.
I couldn't pass it to you fast enough. I'm sorry, dude.
It's all right.
Dude, Kyrie
there was nothing to say. It happened so fast.
Yep, and now you in the mid lane going up against Sans as well as Keyboy.
All right. So at this point, as we mentioned, Onic already kind of in a little something. CW getting the better of Oheb majorly up in the top side. I think that's a big trade, giving up that 1-1, picking up the Claude. We'll see how it works out. Blacklist already starting to group up a bit down on the boss side.
So right now, Onic, Sensui, so forward, it looks like Blacklist International will be having the priority around the turtle. But it looks like Kyrie doesn't care. It looks like he just wants to grab the buff here. Yue is going to slow him down. If Yue is able to secure it, that's great. Now we don't have used by Yue.
Ooh, Kyrie's still able to take it though. Sensui gets Turtle. Purple for Turtle. Do feel like Blacklist comes out a little bit on top there. But Blacklist International, they need to send someone up to help out Oheb because CW is just constantly getting the better of him up here. Keyboy making sure he keeps an eye as well.
It does look like for Onic now, they're going for the confirmed trade. They're going for the 100%. If they're unsure about grabbing the turtle, they're like, yeah, we're not going to risk it. We're just going to steal any jungle camps that we can. Onic right now, Keyboy, as well as CW, Oheb, and Renegade. Looks like this is a duo gold lane. Not a lot of rotation coming up from them.
So for the first time, Onic actually winning out in the laning phase. In the past 2 games, Blacklist has kind of always had the gold lead for the first few minutes. This time, Onic controlling the pace.
Now Edward going up against Boots. Since we has rotated up top, Onic has been, I would say, aggressive in the laning phase, but able to always disengage. Kyrie looking like he wants to high perform on this Lancelot. So it does look like he wants to be more damage oriented.
Yeah, that's what I've noticed for the first few minutes for Onic. And this is also a mirror from the previous games. Kyrie, when he feels like he wants to farm, he just will farm and even skip the turtle perhaps, or give up some of the map just so that he can be levels ahead of Sensui. And I think it's a good approach here from Onic. But then again, you have 2 farmers on their side, so that may be one thing that you may be scared about. Having both 1-1 as the Lancelot in the late game, they're pretty strong. But can you reach that late game with 2 farming heroes, though?
I kind of feel like with this composition, they definitely can. Keyboy finds Oheb, but looks like he's not going to be forcing it.
You can tell they want Oheb so bad right now. CW is just waiting for the moment, but Oheb has done well in his lane. He's actually gotten a little bit of extra EXP over CW. And it looks like Onic is going to make the lane switch now. As CW moves to the boss side, Turtle is up. Edward along with 3 other members up against 4 of Onic. We got a 50-50 here. Boots comes into the backside with the penalty zone. Yue, Edward also trying to do something. Keyboy with the No One's Fury opens up enough space, and Kyrie able to take the turtle. Fight still continues as Yue tries to get them away. All right.
Man, that's really just the strength of the Lancelot, right? You have the Thornrose into the Retribution, and if you are level ahead of your opponents, there's just no way for you to lose that fight. And you see Onic just utilizing their crowd control very early to that turtle fight, but that allowed them to pave the way for Kyrie to eventually take the turtle. And now that's a definitive lead for Onic now.
Blacklist International, 4-man moving down bottom, finds Kyrie, finds Keyboy. Kyrie engages onto Yue as well as Sensui, taking a bit of damage. Looks like Blacklist, they're looking for avenues for them to be a little bit more aggressive, but every single time they want to go for it, Onic is always positioned to fight back, making it so that when Blacklist want to go for that 100%, it always looks like a 70. It always looks like a 50. The numbers just keep going down.
They're skewed. And ooh, nice petrify from Sans there. Kyrie also trying to make his way in. Keep an eye on Edward, though. Boots is trying to keep up with Edward. Edward does have a little bit of a faster rotation just due to the passive and things of that nature, but Boots is at least keeping an eye on him, and as long as Boots is able to do that, Edward won't be able to, get that surprise play, get that crazy angle, and take somebody out.
Securing that goal crab. I mean, like any small lead is lead, right? So winning that one is pretty crucial for him. And again, Kyrie is just farming all the way. Now he's even taking the minions.
Yep. Duel between two Bataan boys. Fun to see. Ooh. All the time. Sans, Thalassophoria is there. I believe that Onic are just super duper happy of what is happening in the map right now. They're just clearing the lanes. They're making sure that they keep their turrets intact. Kyrie's farming the jungle, sometimes stealing jungle creeps from Blacklist International. And have established a lead over Sensui. This is Onic's win condition, and they're getting it.
Yeah, moving slow is A-okay with them, even though the goalie doesn't really move that much. But for Onic, 1,000 goalie with their kind of composition feels like a 3,000 goalie, where Blacklist International, they're the one pressured to be proactive here.
All right, penalty zone does lock on Edward and Sensui. Sans into the backside to try to zone way more, but no one's Fury connects. Sensui comes in though, but Kyrie can phase right through with the puncture, still secures the turtle. Whew. Well played by Onic, still controlling the pace. It's a 1.6K gold lead. We're 7 minutes in.
This Kyrie guy is crazy.
This Kyrie guy, man?
Yeah, that Kyrie guy,
whoever he
that's
is.
a good future ahead of him, He's good. He's good at this game. And he utilized the Phantom Execution, the ultimate, instead of the Thornrose.
And now Onic pushing in. Did they take that? No, Sensui was able to get it. Sensui has it.
So, yeah, they used the ultimate. Kyrie used the ultimate instead of the Thornrose because the execution has the CC immunity. So,
ooh, penalty zone with the Phantom Execution. Thornrose and Rennie J will go down there. Boots able to get that kill.
Okay, at this point again, we...
Okay.
Oh!
Okay.
That sucks.
Okay.
CW now pinned up against the wall. Kyrie's here to help out. Sans though, Sensui walks into a trap. Knocked up and taken out.
Oh my god.
That was an uncharacteristic mistake. Like, he got the kill. He could have gotten away from it.
Exactly.
I mean, like, it was still good. Like, he was able to catch someone from Onic. That was good, but the follow wasn't there, so it was a bit wasted.
Yeah. I honestly, Onic are happier with that. That's just a kill on Keyboy. And they burned the heavy spin. They they killed off Sensui, stopping him from farming once again. 2,000 ahead is Kyrie.
Rich guy Kyrie.
Man, this guy Kyrie's insane. Who is he?
Oh my god. This guy.
This guy.
This guy, right?
All right, so now, again, Onic having a 2.3K gold lead. Kyrie's level 13, Sensui's level 10. This is a 3-level difference. Usually at most we will see a 2-level difference. So the gap, Kyrie's really stretching it here. It looks like maybe he wants level 15 first and then really go a crazy engage on the Blacklist International, because how many lanes is he farming right now?
All the lanes.
All the lanes.
See this lane? I'm the captain now.
Yeah, he's the hyper carry for sure.
Yeah. That's how you play the Lancelot. And this time, no more of those tank Lancelot kind of stuff. He's going for War Axe into Thunderbelt. You can argue that Thunderbelt is a quote-unquote tank item, but...
Yeah, I would say it's more aggressive, because mana regeneration as well as the true damage and the slow, I would say it's more aggressive than defensive.
Exactly. It's cutting, proxying the minions down the bottom lane as Edward would do. They might go for the pinch onto Edward. Boots is already calling that.
Yeah. All right, Kyrie gonna try to puncture
misses the puncture.
Here.
I'm just looking at Blacklist.
CW.
Going up against Onic, not a lot of ways for them to really initiate a fight. I mean, like, there's a lot of disengage, but the engage tool is really onto Sensui. Edward can with the knockup strike, but it's not as easy.
Oh my god, that's scary.
Oh, penalty zone. I mean, not a penalty zone, but no one's Fury on a 3. Yue goes down, Kyrie able to collect. Oheb then takes out Keyboy, but Rennie J falls next. And the crossbow of Tang pops off. Not able to find Edward just yet, but Boots ready to make an attack, ready to make a strike. He's going to get pinned though, forced to use the flicker. Sans there as well. Kyrie's already back to the base. Boots may go down here. Edward tries to come in and gets the punch. It's 2 for 2 overall.
And again, Onic it's like Onic has ways to engage. Blacklist, not so much. They have to be reactive more than proactive at this point. Unless OHEB can just go in, dish out a ton of damage. Like, that's their way to engage. Just do a lot of damage, but not really with crowd control.
Now Kyrie will have to hold on. In fairness with Blacklist, they will still try to fight this, knowing that T-Boy doesn't have the ultimate.
Right.
Oh no, Kyrie got the stun!
Big damage, but no one's has come in. Blacklist with the counter strike. T-Boy's there as well. OHEB gonna get knocked out, but he's still taken out. CW though, looking for something. Still has the crossbow Tang ready to go, just needs to find the angle. Sans gets a knock up on Edward. CW now pushing back, Boots ready with the backup. Edward on the run, but CW doesn't want to let it happen. But wait, Sensui tries to re-engage. CW keeps going. Let him cook once again. 4 members of Blacklist taken out. Chewe right now, 3-0 in 3. Lord is going to be marching towards Onic. They should be able to clear that up.
Whoever stunned Kyrie was, because he was controlled when the Lord pops his own stun, right? So own it, airborne. That's why Kyrie died actually. Was chain stunned by Blacklist and the Lord.
So when I said they didn't have crowd control, well, screw me then. Like, was it Renegade? Was it his stun?
Probably Renegade's stun, or maybe US Terrify.
Yeah.
It was more than enough for the knockup because, I mean, Kyrie was all day poising to get out and eventually was taken out. And what's really surprising is Onic still fought because they know that they have the lead, so they have the advantage. Eventually, Blacklist gets the Lord but loses the fight. What the hell is this game?
All right. Keyboy, Onic, pushing Blacklist back a little bit here. Lord's going to be up in about 100 seconds, but still, once again, it's back and forth, and even, you know, a 3,000 gold lead is nothing to either of these teams at any point in this game. We know Blacklist can take a whole team fight if we need to. We know Onic can do the same.
Yeah, and Sans legit is very terrifying. Like, again, doesn't matter what kind of hero he uses, because we saw in the previous fight, he was able to find OHEB and burst him down. And, okay, so Blacklist International, apparently they have different ways to engage the fight, especially if Yue has the Minuan Fury, which he does right now. That is a form of engage, and Renegade can have a stun on his first kill, and Blue's just taking quite a lot of damage. Onic 3.6k gold lead. At this point, Kyrie is level 15, Sensui is level 14. Looks like Onic, they can just force things out. They're pushing Blacklist International away from their own turrets.
3.9 thousand gold lead for Onic. They are controlling this game. We were talking about the scaling of Onic with 2 of their heroes. That's going to be the Lancelot as well as the 1-1. Pretty strong in the late game. But if you're looking at Blacklist International, they have this one true carry, this Claude. No matter what happens, it will deal AoE damage. And the longer the game goes, the stronger this Chlorine combo is. Because that means that Renegade with the Purify will be able to pop the ultimate no matter what happens. And that means OHEB with also the Purify can be able to take out the members of Onic. So that's one thing that Blacklist International is holding on. But at 13 minutes, obviously Onic is leading and stronger as it is.
Yeah, now OHEB is taking anyone that he deems worthy. We gotta look at Renegade's healing as well, see if it really makes a difference. And looks like Edward.
CW, man. There's just no escape from this man right now. No one's gonna be able to take him in the 1v1 right now. They gotta find a way to get to him, but here's the thing, they don't have those dive heroes that Onic has right now. They don't have the big set potential overall.
Hope CW taking a lot of damage from OHEB. But it looks like CW will be able to escape, and we saw the healing coming in from Renegade. It's not enough to deal with the 1-1. And okay. All right, all good. All good.
Okay. Wait a second. Keyboy.
Oh, they're just zoning out Sensui because they're bursting the Lord.
As CW and Kyrie take the Lord. Onic controlling the pace right now. Sensui and Yue force it back up. But wait, CW still going. He's able to pop back. He's able to kite, and it's just so hard to deal with him.
Oh yeah, so hard. I mean, like, again, what can they really do? CW, it's a good thing he didn't have his Inspire. If not, he might have gone for it, you know?
For sure. And that's the thing, right? When you're taking over the tempo of the game, you're forcing those kinds of rotations. And Sensui already popped a heavy spin. This is Onic forcing Blacklist International to react, and Blacklist are happy to oblige. Onic now leading by so much, and they control the tempo of the game. Even the map is theirs.
Yeah, right now, Onic, we have 7,000 gold lead. They're pushing in 5 members here to mid. Boots and Keyboy having ways to start a fight. Even Sans as well. It's just on them.
Big wave of minions plus the Lord. CW is going to shred down this tower once it cracks in. He's looking for an angle. Sensui just wants to try to defend along with Yue. Yue does have the No One's Fury, so we got to watch out for that. Onic needs to be careful. Boots is going to pop his first. Sensui comes in. The crossbow Tang is ready. They're going to start knocking through. CW taking him down. Edward going to be the next to fall. He gets the final hit. Ohab and Yue, the only ones left.
Oh,
CW ready. Oh, but Yue finds him. Double kill. They're going to keep on pushing. Winter Truncheon goes down. Can he get the outplay? Yue
what?
there.
Oh.
How is it happening?
What?
Okay.
He's a monster.
Not again, Kyrie. Not
He
again.
comes in.
No, not again.
A killing spree. Sans all alone now. How do they do it?
Oh, listen to the crowd.
Yue.
Oh, dude. Yue made the outplay.
Oh, of course. With the damage elbow that he has. Now, Valentina first pick for Blacklist International. They're going to show their own brand of playing the Valentina, outplaying Onic. And when Oheb went for the play 1v1 against CW had to pop the Winter Nature, but Yue was there. No flicker whatsoever, but he gets the kill.
In the last fight, Oheb had a brute force breastplate. He just sold it, I believe, for a Wind of Nature or for the Windtalker. But either ways, that added defense there made sure that he was able to stick around. He was able to survive. But again, you with the Terrify, with the damage. And here's the thing, Kyrie has been doing this every M series where he dies and he uses the Winter Truncheon and he's able to get a crazy escape.
Yeah.
But Yue is like, yo, not this time.
Not this time. I've seen that before. I've seen that before.
Enough. You know, like 3-4 times, all good. 5? Nah.
No. Come on. Not an M5. Not in your hometown.
This is insanity. This is pure insanity. Onic somehow still holding on to the gold lead here. They are going to try to start this Lord off, but I think Blacklist have another wave of confidence here. And we always know that at any moment, this can turn around.
Now Lord starting up. Kyrie is trying to leash it. Sensui finds 3 members of Onic. But look at Sans. Sans flanking from behind. Edward spots him out though.
All right. Uh-oh. CW.
Oh, Terrify! The Terrify!
The Hitman! This is huge. Keyboy now on the run, forced to use a flicker.
Wow!
Blacklist International.
Wait.
They just changed everything. The game still continues though. Woo. We're a little bit zoomed in there, but that's okay.
As long as the game's still alive, man.
Unbelievable.
Renny J just broke the game. Blacklist International.
Did you see the Winter as well?
It's game 3.
Oh my God.
Sensui. Kyrie back in the midst of things. He's in a bad spot though. Boots there, Lord. Down to about 20%.
Sans, the
Sans! Yue! How does he do it?
Back to back for Renny J and Yue. The stun from the flooring, that's so difficult to connect.
Yue!
He gets it and then Yue just destroys them.
The crowd is losing their minds right now.
Excuse me, I lost mine like the first game. I already lost mine.
The soul coming out from the flooring, that's just about how many points? What 0.7
Tell me
second
about
stun.
it. Tell me about it.
Dude, this is a mini stun.
Using the force to catch people?
All right.
Unbelievable.
It's not over yet. Blacklist International. Want to try to end this here. Sans, oh, Keyboy pinned up against, but he's got the No One's Fury. Penalties over to the back line, but it's still not enough. CW needs to start connecting. The crossbow Tang goes off. Sensui goes down. Boots petrifying a Yue. They're going to push this in.
The Winter
Truncheon on Kyrie. Needs to try to get out of this fight, though. He phases through. Yue going to try to close him in. Well,
No way.
CW.
Come on.
Wait, the Lord
Come on,
Kyrie
Come
does
on.
make it back to base. Blacklist International not going to be able to end this yet. We're going to probably go down to another Lord, but the game is on the line. And it's still only game 3.
I lost my mind game number 1. I came here with half a brain.
Dude. They're going to keep going, though. Oheb with the Blazing Duet. Boots wants to try to respond. Kyrie with the Phantom Execution through the backside. Pendleton misses, but he's pinged. He's taken out, and Yue picks up another one. 6-2 and 5 right now for Yue. 4.5 gold lead. Blacklist International gonna keep it in. This is bad penalty zone to response. Keyboy gets him in Owen's Fury. They knock him up. CW, crossbow, Tang. They're popping off.
Keyboy's alive.
He's gonna keep going. He finds Yue.
Oh my god.
Next is gonna be Edward. Immortality pops. Rennie J has to try to get out of here. CW, Oheb 1v1, and they come out on top. Members of Blacklist are falling. Sans, Rennie J, 1v1. Rennie J has a heal. But wait a second, Sans wants to finish him. That's it! Full 5-man wipe. Onic should be able to run this down the mid and end game 3.
Dude, what is this game? Dude, I'm done. I'm done. Blacklist International, they were at the doors of victory. But Onic pushes this to match point. Onic, they found a way.
I'm losing my mind.
They caught Blacklist.
Keyboy.
In a point of weakness. Blacklist tried to force it, tried to end it. Spectacular performance. You can hear the crowd screaming, Yue, but Onic is like, nah.
Not today, fam.
Match point, Onic.
Keyboy up top lands, what, a 4-man Minoan Fury, or maybe a 5-man Minoan Fury. And the thing is, the entirety of Blacklist International were prepared with the Winter Truncheon. But what CW did was to wait for the Winter Truncheon to be over. Then he pops the crossbow of Tang. They defended. Sliver of HP on that turret, but they managed to defend it. Blacklist International felt that they could have pushed top lane, and they were clumped up together. They received the Minoan Fury. Unbelievable game.
Just keep going, Wolf. You got this. Just keep talking for a second.
What else are we supposed to say, right? Like, this is one of those games. You could chop up individual moments.
Exactly.
And that can be an entire endless segment.
Yes.
Right?
I think that this game, we should not look at stats anymore. Let's just replay the game in slow motion. You know?
The macro movement, the micro mechanics, having those winters and all.
Unbelievable.
The MVP of this game.
CW, again.
Hold on.
Back to back.
Back to back.
Back to back, baby.
And he looks chill as hell, man. CW is just
I didn't break sweat.
It was a normal game for me. I don't know why you guys are overreacting, right?
I keep telling you, it's just a Saturday.
It's just Saturday for CW, almost losing that, and actually got picked up in the mid lane because of what you as well as Rennie J did. I will always remember that play, using the first skill and the second skill of the Florian to stun Yue, stun CW as well as Kyrie.
I'm getting a warning from my watch that
it's actually true, guys.
Yeah, my heart rate is going too high.
Exactly.
I need to calm down.
We all need to calm down.
I cannot calm down, though.
I wish there were slow motion activation in here.
We can watch it later.
Yeah, actually.
Dude, let me...
This game will go down in history.
Okay, dude,
it will.
Stats. Florian's still 0%, even though it was a good game.
It was a good game.
Rennie
J proved the possibility of this Florian. Good team fight already. Kyrie already styling on Blacklist International, but entirety of Blacklist International, they're holding their ground. They know that they can win this. They have the claw. They can finish the game if ever that it comes to that. But you see the punishment. So 11 minutes, honestly, it doesn't matter. The first few minutes does not matter. What we do know is that Blacklist International eventually will recover with good defense.
They're swinging with everything they have right now.
Wow. Look at the outplays. Even CW dodging the dash coming out from the Akai. Keyboy landing a 4-man knockup with a Minoan Fury. The overheating coming out from Onic, but you see Blacklist International were disciplined. We're disciplined to clear the minion waves.
Dude, this defense, dude. Look at his defense.
Yep. This is the Yue play of a freaking lifetime right here.
And it will not stop. Look at the Terrify. Did you see that Terrify coming out from Yue? And here comes Keyboy. 5-man Minoan Fury. Only Oheb was able to dodge that. And then
the Winter Truncheon to stop this.
Exactly.
But they keep going.
They keep going. CW, look at his dance. Left and right. forward and back.
Ohem and CW.
He's getting chased down. He needed to pop
Nope.
the BMI again, but no escape whatsoever. Then Sans with a place, chases down Renegade. Unbelievable.
But that final push was the mistake that, like,
Sure.
you've been disciplined throughout the entire game. You make one mistake, and that's the one that changed the whole movement of the game.
Imagine what goes in the mind of Blacklist International. All of them have Purify. They have 5 people, and there were only 2 people from Onic. The turret was low, and they have the minions. Hindsight is 2020, but my oh my, Blacklist will definitely go for the push, right? It was the heroics of Keyboy during that moment to go for the play. I mean, Blacklist, they have all the tools they need. They have Purifies, they have their Winter Truncheons. For some reason, Boots comes in as the 3rd guy to go for the flicker and the penalty zone play layered with the Minoan Fury. CW takes the air and Blacklist loses.
Can you guys imagine if this is a best of 7?
I would want it.
Dude, like...
Maybe we'll see it.
Maybe
we'll see it in
my
the
brain
end.
can't catch up.
Unbelievable.
I need a new set of brain.
Could be the grand finals.
Dude, like...
Unbelievable.
It's just like a taste. If you're here in the stadium right now, you're getting your money's worth.
Rich guy to carry CW, 809 gold per minute, 150,000 damage dealt. Boots was the sandbag, and Forgotten One Keyboy. Again, that last Minoan Fury, man, that was the game changer because Blacklist International, they have a few minutes to identify their mistake and then make sure they just don't do it again. Look at the damage here. Yui did a lot. Oheb did a lot.
But so many good
Everybody
plays,
did a lot.
dude. So many good plays.
This game is a lot.
This
game's
series
too much.
is a lot.
Can we all take a breather?
No.
Yeah.
We're working.
You need a breather. Well, you need a breather, man.
Dude, I'm getting warnings here.
Exactly.
You need a
So you
Mara
need to-
interview.
I
need it.
already told the medic after this I'm gonna see them, have a nice chat and maybe like get a stretcher or something, but I'm here for the long ride, man.
Oh.
Whatever happens, happens. Be a man. I don't want to follow that out.
I don't want to respond to that because
Yeah, right.
my
Just
brain
don't,
can't
just
handle
don't.
it
Yeah, don't.
anymore. Honestly, you said a lot of things. No, nothing came to my mind, to my head, dude.
Dude, I gotta take off this blazer, man.
Unbelievable. Unbelievable.
So where do we go from here, guys?
I don't know, maybe...
In this match.
In this match, watch out for the TikTok drops.
well,
You know how many chests they've been getting? These
Watch
games have been
F5 on
forever.
TikTok, guys. 5 minutes sure you can win one TikTok.
You're getting like
viewer
6
chest.
chests a game.
20 minutes you win TikTok. Why wouldn't you watch this game? I mean, there's like 2 million people watching.
I wonder where we're at now.
I don't. I need a drink.
I need a drink. Yeah, go ahead, man.
That's fair. That's fair. That's fair. Anyways,
I'm
guys,
lost for words.
I mean, and then here's a. Can we go to like the joke segments? 'Cause
Yeah, I would prefer the
Let's do
joke
some
segments
bits.
than
Let's do
that
some
one.
bits or
Yeah,
something.
you know. This is what you did, Onic and Blacklist. You should be ashamed of yourselves. You made Lefel drink like that.
I love my job, by the way. I love my job.
I'm sure
Thank
you do.
Moonton.
I'm sure you do.
And 5 powered by Moonton. Thank you very much.
Oh
and
man.
Secret lab.
All right. Just for game number 4.
Okay. Game number
What
4.
can Blacklist do? Because they were knocking at the door. It was like, knock, knock. Who's there? Onic won.
Oh, okay. I think that in this case, like if there's no Faramis that can be traded off for the 1-1, just don't let go of the 1-1. It's a very strong hero, right? At the same time, they want to pick the Valentina in this game. So I think, I don't know, it's so difficult. I think at this point, they have to accept the fact that the 1-1 will be open, or at least they get that 1-1 for themselves, right?
Dude, and here's the thing. If you let go of 1-1, it's a mistake. If you let go of Valentina, that's a mistake. If you let go of Faramis, that's a mistake. If you let go of Nolan, that's a mistake. If you let go of Fanny, that's a mistake.
Yeah.
Any hero that you let, for both sides, by the way, I'm not just talking about Onic or Blacklist, for both sides. Any hero is like, why did you leave that open? Like, what are the choices do we have?
I want to debate that the draft may have not even really mattered there.
Yes,
Yeah,
I
I
do
agree.
agree.
Like,
That's
because
what I wanna
really,
say.
like Blacklist could have closed that out.
Exactly.
They got a little trigger happy at the very end there. But in all 3 of these games, both teams have played amazing with whatever draft they had.
Yeah.
So it's like this is like the one time where like we've been saying the whole time, it's like they can pick whatever.
It's
and
about
they're,
to call
and
an
they're,
ambulance,
and they're
by the
going to
way.
do amazing.
Yeah.
It's about to call an ambulance, but I'm like,
You're
nah,
going to be
fam.
okay.
Not fam. I
Not
got
fam.
it. It's
We
just
gotta finish
it's
this
just game
series.
number 3.
This game is lit.
It's just game. It's
Yeah.
game 4.
Okay, so I want to argue as well, right? Surely the draft doesn't
I
matter.
don't want to argue.
And then when you're talking about the fact that they should be scared of many things, I think that the only reason why I felt that they should not be letting go of the 1-1 is because they could have first picked it. And also, they had a chance to pick up the Minotaur at the first phase. They could have stolen it. And I think the Minotaur is the quote-unquote answer to the 1-1. So it's just that they Blacklist International gave so much of free stuff, essentially, to Onic. And maybe that's something that they changed. Florin, though, I'm now a believer. I really doubted it. I'm not gonna sugarcoat it. I doubted it at first, but man,
I mean, like,
Jay plays it well.
We are, how do I say this? We're justified because it is 0%. But
Yeah.
Renegade did show that is definitely a viable hero. And looking at the dugouts here for both teams, look at the intensity of the shout, man. I've never seen Onic this fired up. Usually they just like, it's
Yeah.
another game. But this time it's like, no.
All right.
We're gonna go at him. This is a game.
Yep.
This is what you've been training for.
This is a series.
Edward looks like he's having fun.
Yeah, he is. He wants to.
They all look like they're. I mean, even these guys. I think this is something they don't get very often, right?
Yep.
They're teams that are at the top of their food chain.
Oh yeah.
And not
right.
so often do they get to go the long haul and really dig deep.
Yeah.
Here's the thing, Onic, I've heard of a rumor. Going to the gym, even the gym don't make them sweat. But now Blacklist is making them sweat.
Yeah. Seems like it.
Fair.
I mean, I could be wrong, but you know, it's just something that I heard.
I heard that too.
You heard that
Yeah.
too? Yeah.
I
All right,
heard
now,
it in the bathroom earlier.
now
talking
Coach
about
Yep, on teams being scared of Onic. Actually, we're the ones who are afraid of all of them. I think this is him just being humble. Because, come on.
He's a humble man.
He's a humble man. I'm afraid of Onic. I mean, they're very friendly people, don't get me wrong, but them skills, though,
Them skills, bro.
it's
You're afraid of
terrifying.
them in game. You're afraid of them in game, you know,
They're
all the time.
They're Valentina. They terrify people.
That's true. That's true.
Like they are Valentino. Like they're Valentino.
Everyone is a
am
Valentino.
I'm
Exactly.
you. You are me.
Ooh.
Yes, that's Onic for you. I am
Yeah.
you. And you and me, I am Onic.
Go Coach
We are
Yep.
Onic.
We are Onic.
Onic fans in the building.
I still need to be from game.
I feel
number
like people watching this game, some fans are undecided. Who should they be rooting for? Right? It's like, okay, I'm coming in Onic, and it's like, okay, wait, no, Blacklist is, you know, it's getting my heart. And
Yeah.
now it's back to Onic.
I
This
think-
is a real test for the real fans.
one. Exactly.
How
Exactly.
do, how
I
do
agree.
you stay,
I agree.
How do you stay loyal to your, like,
Yeah, no matter
dude?
When will you stop like talking to your talking to people and you know?
It's a negotiation at this point.
Exactly. Whew.
Do I stay an agent or I transform into a Sonic?
Scary.
It's definitely scary now. Like so we've pretty much just admitted that they can draft whatever they want.
Yeah,
And they'll be okay.
No. The coaches will always get a good draft.
Yeah,
Let's put
that's
it that way,
it. They'll
yeah.
always get a good draft, yeah. Everyone feels comfortable. So at this point, do we think Onic is going to close us out?
I can't stop smiling.
Do we
I
think
can't stop
Onic is going to
smiling.
close us out?
Will Onic close it out? Or will Blacklist allow them to? I still want game number 5.
Dude.
If this will be the last series that I'll ever cast, it's gonna be worth it, you know.
Hey, the man is already by our side, man.
Yep.
Hi, Felicia. Okay. Blacklist, first pick. Onic, second pick. Fanny getting banned out. Guinevere getting banned out. So far, Wolf, not a lot of changes in the bans here.
Yep. So it's gonna be Fanny Joy Nolan for Blacklist International. For Onic, it's going to be Guinevere, eventually Fredrin,
And then the flex.
and then the flex. Yeah, it's either Faramis, Lilia, Valentina.
Yeah.
Yep. That's it. Okay. Yeah, we figured it out.
Yep. I mean,
figured it out.
it's been working, no? It's been working.
It is. It has been working. So,
Should this be the game where Sensui does? I mean, is there a hidden pick for Blacklist? Like, can there maybe the flooring was the secret pick? Maybe they have a different secret pick.
Yeah. I think, yeah, something like they play like Sensui. Okay, so there's the back shot. You have the 1-1 open again, as well as the Valentina, the Faramis. So they open up the 1-1. Blacklist, will you be tempted to pick up the 1-1 or just settle for Valentina?
I didn't cure the
Oh, it's a Valentina.
To be fair.
Yeah. So 1-1 Kadita again? Or 1-1 Faramis if you're Onic. Oh no, you don't want to pick up the Faramis because you give the Netherrealm if you have the 1-1. So
this is so tricky when it comes to the draft because 1-1 Faramis is legit scary AF. But
exactly.
Right?
I think it's 1-1 Kadita or Claude Faramis for Onic.
Or
okay, what's this?
Oh,
1-1 Faramis.
They're like, let's go head on.
Yeah, that's fine. Minotaur, you get Minotaur. Claude Minotaur, please, Blacklist.
For the return of
Oh my god.
It's the same. I mean, they almost won the game.
Oh no, you wanna...
They almost won the game.
So you go Minotaur now if you're Onic, right?
I agree. Like, there's a lot of EXPs open. There's a lot of junglers open.
Yeah, I mean, the world is their oyster.
Like, I'm thinking of what other potential scary things here because the Claude is going to be a problem. So you need some kind of knock-up. Do you want to pick up an Arlet? Maybe if they would just want to switch things up. I agree with Minotaur.
Yeah.
But just in case if they're not picking up the Minotaur.
Yeah, something like, maybe Martis, in fact, earlier on. But knowing Onic, they will just last pick the Kyrie hero. So Minotaur, Arlet, it works.
All right, so 1-1. Faramis, no more seconds left.
Oh, they go Lancelot immediately.
Okay, that's interesting.
That's very interesting. So they banned the Phobius. Obviously, the Phobius will be massive against the 1-1 against the Lancelot.
Okay, will Blacklist change their roamer? Like, what if this time they pick up something like... The Kaja is good against the 1-1, but the Faramis can be a problem. The Faramis can basically negate your engage. So it becomes very tricky this time.
Yep. Yeah, I think they have the Matilda, they have the Kaja. The thing is they have the Valentina too, so that hero can copy the Netherrealm. So I think they're less scared about that. They might even just focus on heroes for the XP. Oh, they banned the Kaja themselves.
The Kaja.
Ooh, interesting.
I like it. I think it's solid
I like
overall. I like you too, LaFell. I think we've really bonded over these series.
Yeah.
We're blood brothers.
We're blood brothers.
Just give me a knife.
Oh.
I got you.
All right.
Diggy ban, perhaps, for Onic?
That's the route is that the route they went last time? But they had a different
Fight for the
Hilda ban.
Okay.
Because potentially they could use the Diggy if they want. I mean, they don't have to. Again, they don't have to, but we saw the power of Faramis and Diggy.
Yeah.
But they're not like heavy CC. The only thing the Diggy would be helpful against. Well, I'm saying for Blacklist, if Blacklist wanted to try to pull the Diggy, the only thing that's really helpful is like resetting the weakness points.
Yeah, that's right. For honor. So that's the Tigreal. Are you tempted to go for Minotaur for Onic? I mean,
I think so.
Why not?
Yeah.
Why not?
It's always like, why not?
And it just works so well.
I mean, if you really want to cover your roamer, then okay, sure, pick up an EXP because the Terizla is still open, Arlet is still open. If they want the Dyrov as well to potentially win the lane, sure, why not? The EXP, the world is your oyster, man.
Yeah.
Even the Lapu, if you want to use the Lapu.
The Lapu is great for Onic in a way that if the Faramis Netherrealm was copied, now they have the advantage. At the same time, Blacklist would want to use that hero too. I think that Lapu Lapu in this particular game is great for Blacklist International. So there's some merit for Onic to kind of steal it away from them.
It looks like, judging by the facial expression of Khalid.
Boots with the Khalid again. I think he played it well last time. There was definitely a few moments that were iffy, but definitely a chance to redeem himself here on this Khalid. It's still a solid pick, a great hero, able to try to target down on UA or try to force Oheb on this Claude into kind of a sticky situation or a bad position.
I wonder if Blacklist are interested in getting the Valier. You know, it's a very huge throwback, but it's a hero that actually deals well with the Faramis composition. But of course, why change it up? You go Minotaur, and now Onic goes for Diggy.
That actually might be the answer, honestly.
I mean, Three big AoE crowd controls, man.
You have to.
Yeah.
Here's the question, though. Do they do damage, Diggy?
Of course.
Oh.
Of course.
Is that the meta now?
That is the meta now.
Duh.
So, but was it the meta
Enchanted-
before? Is that
Enchanted-
did Deus Vault set that?
Yeah.
Dude, I mean, you see the potential, right?
Yeah.
But I kind of feel like with Onic, they don't have to use the
Yeah.
Diggy. It's just
Yeah.
more flavorful than anything.
I think Edith might be the consideration for Keyboy because that's a hero that can tank the damage. When it comes to like, and of course the Matilda. Matilda Faramis typically being paired by two utility junglers, but this time it's going to be the Lancelot. So I'm not entirely sure if that works so well. Honestly, I like the Blacklist lineup, right?
Yeah,
I
In
agree.
this case, and I always feel like Minotaur is the answer to the 1-1. And then now, if you're Yue, you want to copy Suns' ultimate instead of the other, big ultimates here. Because now you have Minotaur, Faramis with the Claude against the 1-1. That's like the recipe to counter the 1-1, to perfectly counter the 1-1. So honestly, I'm liking Blacklist's draft.
I will say this, that every time we see these indexes, they have almost always favored Blacklist draft. But somehow, Onic has continued to kind of like prove the computer wrong, right?
Yeah.
So even though I do kind of favor the CC, the set potential, all of those things,
till the enemy
can't
reaches
count on
the
it.
battlefield.
Match point for Onic. This is the final chance for Blacklist International to push this all the way to game number 5. If not, it's all Onic. Welcome to the Land of Dawn.
All right, welcome to the Land of Dawn is right. It feels like we've been here for a while today. Onic trying to go home a little bit early. The Blacklist doesn't want to let that happen. Keyboy already keeping vision on, essentially being aggressive, forcing the retry out there.
Yeah, and same thing can be done by Renegade here. Kyrie not even attacking. He's waiting on his teammates to potentially punish Renegade, forcing out the flicker.
So much poke between like the Faramis as well as the Matilda, even as a roamer. You're gonna have to be mindful of that if you are a Renegade. You're not that tanky yet, but maybe when he gets the first item up, that's gonna be the time where he can poke. But it's between those two, that's how you do it.
Edward having the Wilderness Blessing means that he is going to try to match the speed, the rotational speed of Boots. So this is going to be interesting, especially because we saw Blacklist International moving together as 4 very, very quickly with this draft. It is very strong when you move in that kind of pattern.
Yep. CW is going to be able to equalize the lane. I think that this is almost a repeat of game number 2. Game number 3.
Oh, this is exactly where the first blood happened last time. This time Kyrie not going to be able to get it.
Yep.
You know, in the last game, when we had this matchup in the gold lane, CW was kind of getting the better, but this time it just shows like how it's always a mechanical battle between the both of them, because this time Oheb seems to kind of be pushing CW back a bit.
Yeah.
Now, looking at Onic as well as Blacklist International, they are hovering around the troll area. Looking at Boots, taking quite a little bit of damage, trying to get that level 4 as quickly as possible. Both teams here, I don't know, I'm a little bit unsure about who has the advantage in the turtle fight here.
I would say Blacklist International, because they have the heavy spin, and at this point, like only Sans has the ultimate, and Yue can copy that, so it's a wash. So I think Renegade also level 4, so I think this is Blacklist.
We're about to find out. Boots is going to try to come in. Kyrie as well. Able to dodge some No One's Fury. Big Raging Sandstorm. But the Netherrealm gives them space, and Sensui takes the first turtle.
All right, that was a little bit. Both teams definitely saw that they were fighting for something. Onic, it did seem like they want to fight for the turtle, but Blacklist International, I kind of feel like they were flirting with the idea of converging this into a team fight, but then it's like, okay, we've used a lot of our ults, just relax a bit, don't force things out. This is game number 4, match point for Onic. This is not a game where you want to force things out, where you want to make a mistake.
All right, Rennie J gonna keep tabs on Keyboy here. Things definitely, there's no first blood. I feel like the past 3 games, there's always been at least 1 kill in these first few minutes, but both teams definitely pacing. You mentioned it, Onic, they're at match point. They don't want to try to rush this. They want to just try to get the dub.
But now Renegade moving forward, gets to go back.
Raging Sandstorm forces another flicker out of Renegade there. still nothing on the board.
Now Blacklist International with a 1,000 gold lead. This is a very comfortable lead. This is why I feel like the Minotaur should be it's really the game changer, right? I like it a lot versus the 1-1 because it tanks the damage, it has a knock-up, and it protects your teammates. Let's just say that the CW flies over Fertilo. You just heal him up, and now Sans very quickly was taken out.
I mean, Blacklist International showed no mercy there because they understand how fast Sans can move. He didn't even have time to use his flicker.
Yep.
Chain CC'd all the way.
And once again, it's consistently like 4 of Blacklist International trying to make the attack. CW looking for Oheb here. Blacklist wanted that. You can tell they want that pick on a CW so bad. Boots should be able to walk away from this one safely, though. And everything's kind of back to normal. Kyrie going to try to go for the purple buff steal here. Sensui does make it in time. And Sensui's able to save it.
And now Kyrie able to run away. The turtle is up. But Kyrie was able to get Sensui to use the retribution. So Edward here has to control Kyrie because he has the retribution. He can steal this away.
Yep. Edward already positioned himself. Red and J also going advance. I think Blacklist International's territory and box is just so rigid. Onic cannot do anything about this, and this is a free turtle for Blacklist.
Oh, yes, it is.
Yep.
Sensui, that's going to put Blacklist at about a 1.5k gold lead here. Onic, though, they're used to this, man. There's only been one game out of the past 3 series that they've started off winning in the laning phase, started off winning in the first 5 minutes. So this is kind of normal. Blacklist, though, as long as they can keep this, especially with now that they have this big set roam, like you mentioned earlier, Wolf, now that they have the Minotaur, they kind of have some answers to what Onic has been beating them with.
Yep. This is much more comfortable for Oheb. With this Claude, he's going to be able to scale, going to be helping me out. Sensui having a level, not really a level advantage, almost a level advantage over Kyrie. When it comes to gold, they're A-okay. This is a much more comfortable spot for the Akai, but it looks like Kyrie is going to be doubling down on invading. And so far, Blacklist International are trying to stop that.
Yeah, looks like Blacklist International, they are the aggressors here, while Onic is the one patiently waiting for their power spikes before really committing into anything. Sans pulling in Yue, Kyrie finds the target. He has the War Axe, he has the damage, but no minions to activate his passives.
Yeah. Wow, this is a very quiet game, but you'll notice the Blacklist is leading by so much. And yeah, this is why I favor their draft, in fact.
Yeah.
I feel like at any point, though, it's going to, I mean, knowing the way these two teams have been playing, at any point, it's going to bubble over, right? At any point, the big fight's going to happen. We're going to have this third turtle coming up in just a second, and it might, whoa.
Oh, Sans playing with fire, man. Like, and he's still holding on to that Nether Realm. Like, the cojones on this guy. Like, not panicking at all.
He knows that if Blacklist overcommits, they can punish. That's why now Sensui is going to control the purple buff of his opponent.
Right, this could be it. Renny J on the front side.
Retribution.
Kyrie unable to get his own purple buff. That could be bad, especially with Turtle coming up right now. Onic might just have to surrender it over.
But, I mean, Sensui doesn't have the retribution, so this is actually a bait from Blacklist. And Onic read through it. They know that even if they have the retribution, they will not try the 50-50 this time because they can be turned upon. So, yeah, great play coming up from Blacklist.
We gotta say, this is twice now that Sensui has showed Kyrie that he used the retribution on the buff, and without any fear, still taking the turtle. And this looks a little bit like, not super like Game 1, but reminiscent of Game 1, where Blacklist is controlling the side lanes.
That's right.
Able to get the outer turrets, and then Onic is just biding their time. They're just like, it's okay, we're gonna lose minimally. We might lose a bit, but we're not gonna lose a lot.
So this time Blacklist needs to try to make them lose a lot, right? Like, they need to kind of start closing the door a bit faster. They need to make sure this first Lord really matters if they're able to get it. They can't let Onic drag this out because we've seen time and time again now that when we get into the late game, Onic is really able to just prosper in those long, drawn-out team fights.
Oh, T-Boy taking a lot of damage.
Is able to back off, though. CW now in the midst of things. Bouncing around, looking for the target, and Renny J gets Minotaur's Fury, but does not connect. Now Onic wants to try to fight back. 2 Netherrealms come out for both sides, but Blacklist is a little bit delayed after. That's going to maybe give them a bit more of an advantage as they have a bit more time to fight on. Onic, Blacklist, nobody able to get a kill there.
Yeah, but
Oh.
okay.
Oh.
No.
Edward pulled back
No.
in. Final slash.
It's a bait.
Boots taking out Sensui. Finds it.
It's a trap.
Boots went for it.
Boots went for it. He sprung it.
Now Keyboy just dealing poke damage at this point. Oheb now having the corrosion scythe. A healthy minion wave is gonna come up top. Yue and Sensui, they're just trying to push Onic away. They want this turret.
Yeah,
And
now
now-
Onic has to be careful with it, man.
Exactly. Oh,
To
Oheb.
the backside with a blazing
He doesn't
duet.
have a teammate.
1v3.
No
Gonna flicker
teammate.
back.
Wait, he got
does it
Keyboy.
safely. He found Keyboy.
1v3, Oheb. Oh my God. Nobody nearby.
Who is this guy?
Who is this guy?
I mean, at that point, I think Onic would be like, this is a bait, right?
Yeah.
I mean, someone is around, right? He can't be doing this alone.
Wow.
If Onic was watching from our perspective, it's like, why did you do that?
You know what? Maybe Oheb deserves some, I don't know, maybe an award or something about his
Definitely.
killing potential, you
No,
know?
it's like, never let them know your next move.
Yeah.
Oheb's like, there's no way I would go for this kill, right? That's why I should do it.
But honestly, this is when like Oheb thrives. Whenever he starts like getting on a roll, he feels confident. That is honestly when he plays at his best. And that's a dangerous place for Onic right now. When Oheb's comfortable, when he's happy, when he's going and he's moving, he can destroy other teams with that.
And now the Lord is marching up top. Blacklist International with a clear lead, but only 3 kills to 0. Very low kill score, but a lot of engages coming in from both teams.
All right. Watch for Edward in that final slash. CW able to get, oh,
the
Kyrie
touch.
as well, but the Rowan's Fury. Edward finds Keyboy, Sensui finds Sans. It's a 1-for-1 right now. No, 2 for 0. Oheb gonna pop off, it's bad for Boots. Boots in a bad spot. Edward taking a couple shots in the face, able to back off though. Kyrie taking way too much damage. Just escapes with the Phantom Execution, but the Lord is marching in.
What a great bait again from Yue.
This is a good draft.
This is a good draft. How do you even penetrate this time? And Sensui is very comfortable. They can even take another turret. But the passive Kyrie.
Oh, Kyrie in trouble, able to dash out once again.
He was able to avoid that final slash.
That's right. With the puncture. And by the way, Yue just baited out Kyrie once again. Fortunately for Onic, they have the Fabulous ultimate, but Yue almost took out Kyrie for the team. Uses the flicker to dodge Kyrie's initiation and then gets out. The punish as well. Eventually, CW was baited out afterwards, and now, I mean, in Blacklist International, they are very comfortable this game.
Gentlemen, this is potentially a perfect game coming in from Blacklist.
That's
6-0.
That's
6-0.
Who will die first? It can't be a perfect game, right? Onic has to find a way.
Yeah.
They find something.
They'll find something.
They'll find something.
Oh, maybe not.
Or maybe not.
Oheb's on fire right now, 3-0 and 2.
What was the pep talk? What did they say in the dugout?
I don't know.
Oheb, you got this. You heard people screaming Yue. Don't you want people screaming Oheb?
You see all those CW MVPs?
Oh, dude. That's the one.
That's the one.
That's the one.
That's the one.
Whew. 40,000 damage dealt by Oheb.
Kyrie.
Kyrie.
Does have the help. Still has a dash.
Yeah,
You know,
he's
guiding
just
wave.
opening the map.
Yeah.
He can't really do a whole lot right now. All he can do is kind of put his feelers out. The major crucial thing, this next Lord, normally a 12, a 13-minute Lord, I wouldn't be too worried about, but the way that Blacklist is playing right now, they could end it here.
By the way, Kyrie is the only one that hasn't died yet on the side of Onic. The only one that hasn't been taken down.
That's tough.
And Oheb stuff, man.
Oheb stuff, you're tough.
Oheb is tough. The Lord is getting started. Oheb, since we don't care. They want to end this now. They want to go back home.
CW with a little bit of split push up top. There's no going home if Blacklist wins this. We're going to game 5. That's where we're going, Lavelle.
Yeah, but they could end it quick, man. It's like, what, 13 minutes now, 7.4K goal lead? Whoa, this is a good draft.
A wonderful draft for Blacklist International. I cannot see a way for Onic to kind of defeat them unless they get outplaced, right? That's I mean, like macro-wise, like theoretically, Onic Indonesia, they don't have a way to kind of recover from this unless there's a miracle, right? They find an opening, they find a kill onto Oheb, they will utilize Sands and the damage output, and CW will be able to fly. Or maybe it will be Boots to utilize his Kali to kind of eliminate Oheb eventually. But, you know, overall, this is so difficult.
The defense.
So what does
here-
Onic do here?
Defend.
Defend.
As best
Cross
as
your
they can.
fingers, defend, pray for CW. Say not today, fam.
The Lord
Blacklist
marching out top.
International trying to close in. They're going to make their first mark on this mid inhibitor. Should be able to clear it up quick. Oheb chipping away one by one by one. Onic on the defense. It was match point, but Blacklist trying to neutralize. Lord is connecting. Kyrie solo will get taken out. Renny J able to pick up the kill. Next will be Boots. They're falling. Who will be the next? Oheb with the blazing duet. Yue able to get picked up by Sans, but it's still not enough. It's a 1 for 3, and they've locked onto the base. Oheb, a few more shots, and Blacklist International evens the score.
We're going to the 5th game. This best of 5 just changed into a best of 1. An almost perfect game coming in from Blacklist International, pushing Onic to their limit.
This stadium is losing their minds right now. We're losing our minds.
It's lost. I don't know what you're talking about. What is a brain? I'm just running on coffee at this point.
And I gotta say, we mentioned that there were questionable choices from the Onic esports drafting table. When they went in for this play, going for the Kali, you would understand, they didn't even ban the Digi. The Minotaur would have been perfect for their side, but they gave it to the opposite end. And then they go for the Matilda, understandably so. I think that there's a lot of like weird decisions that Onic did in this game. Had it been that they almost repeated what they did in game number 4, things would be different. I could have expected them to win even. But this game, I think you saw it, right? It's so difficult to win in that game.
Let me just say to MVP, quick shout out, master the basics. That was an amazing draft.
Yep.
Yeah.
That was an amazing draft. With that being said, we're gonna look at the MVP. One player definitely did very well in that game, and it's Oheb! That quad man, the cojones. He is not scared of nothing. He goes in, 1v3, no problem.
And then gets 1 kill onto Keyboy, gets out safely. He
Definitely
equalizes
the
his laning. Definitely a top-class gold laner. The Filipino sniper, Oheb. Everybody from the side of Blacklist International played so well in this game, but he did.
The O is the shape of my mouth during that game.
Oheb.
Yeah, we're gonna look at the highlights, and it's all Blacklist, man.
Yep. We're gonna see it again. This is kill to Sands. Look at the juggle coming up from Blacklist International in the mid lane, and then eventually they will bait out, I believe, the kill. Edward, look at that. Boots bites the trap, and Edward has a final slash delivered, signed, sealed, delivered to Sensui. They get it. Here's the 1v3.
Here it is.
Look at that. Nobody.
Everyone's running away.
Comfortably.
Exactly.
He even stayed for a split second more, like
Oh
after
my
the blazing
God.
duet, to get a couple more shots off.
Oh my God. And then play here. Watch out for Yue. Yue already dodged that, and the Kyrie has to get out. They played CW like a fiddle. And then look at Oheb just solo killing everyone. 7-0 as they started. Eventually, Kyrie will be taken out. I remember Yue copies the ultimate of the Khalid. Eventually taken out by Sans, but my oh my. Everybody from Blacklist International in this game is just on point. It started with a draft. It ended with their mechanics, and obviously you can see that Blacklist International deserve to be in the spot. We're going to Game 5.
There's a good chance that Onic gets knocked down to the lower brackets, man.
On the first day.
That's not a conversation I'm ready for. I did not thought that was gonna happen. I mean, like, I knew it was gonna be an intense game, Onic against Blacklist, but I didn't thought it would be this intense.
Yeah.
This is grand finals worthy.
Yep.
Let's just turn it into a best of 7. Let's keep going.
Yeah, let's keep going. Best of 9. Let's go.
Okay, slow your roll there, okay?
What if this is we apply dues? Like every time that they tie up, it should be like +2, you know. So every time that they take one game from another, we just extend it for another best of 3.
Totally.
Basically,
Yeah.
want to do it?
I want to eat.
I'm also.
I'm
feel it.
hungry, man.
Whew.
We still got a bunch of days left still.
Yeah.
We got a whole bracket to finish.
But look at this game again. Like the difference in goal is 10,000 gold, 10 kills to 1. The only one dropped at the end of the game was Yue, and that was at the final push.
Final push.
Kyrie in this game, almost full build, but couldn't do much.
That's right. Unfortunately, the draft decisions from Onic were, like I said, I guess for lack of a better term, questionable because they went for the Lancelot. You would understand why they got that for the 3rd pick, right? Because what they wanted to achieve there is to make sure that they will have a carry hero. But imagine if they did what they did in game number 3, where they pick up the Minotaur eventually. It answers the Claude at the same time it gives them the support that they need. Because for Onic, in this particular composition, nobody can stay in the front again. I mean, Matilda, surely, you'll understand, like, you can check the bushes, go to the river, be the front line, be the frontman for Onic, but it will not be enough. Imagine if they had Minotaur, different, right? And they're... surely, maybe the reason why they didn't pick up the Minotaur was because they can give that Minotaur, they can give the Valentina another good ultimate. But I think Blacklist International just can copy the NetherRealm, right? No, but so the draft already started with a premise that you already have a good ultimate to give to the Valentina anyways. So it should be a different approach from Onic.
Let me just say, before the series starts, I was able to meet Kid Bomba and was like, oh, you vote against us? What, you thought we were going to lose? I'm like, no, it's just that my predictions are cursed. And all 3 of us voted for Onic.
Wow.
Trex.
Mirko's going to hurt us.
Yeah. Trex, you are on this cursed train.
No, I'm not. I'm not involved in this.
You are involved.
No, I'm not. No.
Trex, embrace it.
No.
Breathe in. Breathe out. You are the reason a team will lose.
Of course.
Oheb, rich guy to carry.
Years of practice, months of preparation, but it's Trex in the end.
Yes,
That was Trex.
It was all me, guys.
It's the white guy.
Oh.
What was that?
That's my
Where
evil
did that
laugh.
come
That was
from?
my evil laugh. That's why I can't be the cursed person because I
No.
don't even
This
have
is
a
just a
real evil
cursed
laugh.
table. Maybe it's just me and Wolf.
Probably.
This is why our relationship is very complicated, man. Like, I did not see this day ending like this.
Yeah.
I mean, at this point, can you guess?
Well, I did see it coming this way.
But we all did
I
predict 3-2.
actually predict five games.
Yeah, so
I
did
forgot my prediction, but looking at the damage dealt here,
61,000 in just a matter of 15 minutes on the Claude, activated early and ended so well. And you even saw him with those solo kills, 1v3, 1v1 in the bottom lane, wins his lane. Oheb is, I guess, if there is one game that he will always remember Oheb with, this should be that game because. In this particular game, it was up against Onic, so it's a team that's really, really good. And then all the stakes are very important. So this game will always be in a textbook.
This will be
Oheb's
in a
great
TikTok
games,
reel.
for sure.
It's gonna be a highlight for sure.
For sure.
So again, this game. After this, we need a breather. I'm already looking behind. I hope Mara is somewhere around the crowd, gonna give us a little bit of time because we need it. And I kind of feel like for both Blacklist as well as Onic, they need that extra bit of time as well to make sure that they really secure their ideas on the draft as well as the rotation going in game because I don't think it... dude, I'm lost for words.
Yeah.
I'm legit lost for words.
Whew. Imagine being a caster and being lost for words.
It's definitely been an insane series overall. We got one game to decide it all now.
This is a best of one.
It's a best of one. End of night.
It's 9:33 p.m.
Someone's going to turn into a pumpkin soon. If
We
don't get home.
started at what, 2 p.m.?
Yeah, we did.
Yeah. 1, 2.
Yeah.
Yeah, around
It's all a
1,
blur
2
now.
It's all a
It's all a
blur.
blur now. Nothing matters. All we know is that there will be one last game that Onic and Blacklist will play, and it will decide who moves forward the upper bracket and who goes to the lower bracket.
Tonight, just before I'm going to sleep, I'm pretty sure just when I'm scrolling TikTok, a lot of the highlights from today. Just a lot of the highlights, and I will hear Trex's voice.
I'm surprised that do you sleep?
Losing my mind.
You don't know how to respond to that.
I need a medic.
You actually do.
I'm not joking anymore.
Yeah, no, your watch says it.
Dude, I'm gonna take off my watch, man. Don't tell me what to do.
Yeah.
Look at the damage taken as well from Onic. Everyone's taking a beating, man.
Yeah.
And it's mostly from Oheb.
It's just how it is. And Oheb took the most dirt damage as a normal carry would. There's not much to talk about in this game because I think it was just the draft that happened. It's so difficult for Onic to find an opening here. So it's just a draft order. And Blacklist are quite prepared for that. They went in for the Akai because they know that they had to secure Setsui's hero. It is a hero that can tank the ultimate coming out from the 1-1. And at the same time, they have the Valentina anyway, so that they have extra Netherrealm. So, I mean, if for all of the things that Onic decided to go for this game, I think it really made it so difficult for them to win the fight just because of their choices.
And there was just no way for Kyrie to ever try. Like, LaFell mentioned earlier that Kyrie was pretty much fully built, right? But there was nothing he could really do because you have to get through the Minotaur, you have to get through the Final Slash, you have to get through the Terrify, you have to get through the Heavy Spin just to try to find Oheb. And anytime he went in, you could tell. I mean, he was lucky to even escape with his life. How many times was he running away with 5-10% HP just because he tried to make an engage?
Yeah. And again, it's like we got to talk about 1-1 as well as Fairness. This is like one of the best setups that you guys can have. But it's just that Blacklist, they just have a lot of ways to get inside the fight and punish. And I kind of feel like the first blood onto Sans, it really sets up the tempo because Sans is really like the centerpiece of Onic.
Yeah.
He moves things around either by getting a kill, setting up for a kill. Sans is doing it all. Like Gilak Sans, you know, he's crazy, he's insane. So when he's not able to do much, it really does set the tempo. And it's not like criticizing Sans, it's just that the idea was there. Just stop him. The rotation is not to the side lanes, it's to the mid.
Yeah. So many things that we can say about the previous games, but because of how one-sided game number 4 was, you gotta just forget about it so much. I mean, obviously, Oheb's performance was memorable and the rest was memorable, but this game was very one-sided.
Oh yeah, it was, but I feel like game number 5, no. I see Mara down there looking like she's with Blacklist, so...
Thank you, Mara.
Mara, what you got for us?
Oh, it's so intense here in the audience area. 2-2 tied Blacklist International with Onic, and I want to feel the energy up in here. All right. When I say go, you say Onic. Go! Onic! Okay. When I say Blacklist, you say break the code. Blacklist! Break the code! Okay. I can't decide who has the higher energy. I'm gonna need the help of Marco. Where are you at? Marco.
I'm right here, man.
Okay, we need a challenger. Who do you want to challenge the
My brother.
Indonesian? Who?
Leo.
Leo, where are you at? Oh, you're wearing Blacklist. Okay, you know, it's 2-2 right now in the land of Dawn. So here on the floor, we have to settle this. All right, we gotta see who has the better fans up in here. Okay, you guys do your thing. Leo, what's happening with Blacklist right now? Why do you think they can beat Onic?
You know what? I keep saying this. I'm gonna speak in English. I think the agents understand, so the micro understands. Blacklist right now is the youngest they've ever been. The potential is infinite, and they can achieve more than the team has ever done, ever. And they're gonna go all the way.
Oh, okay, they're gonna go all the way. They're gonna achieve more. Oh, what do you have, Marco?
You may have the youngest team, man. You may have a lot of potential, but we are at that potential. We're at the highest peak Onyx ever been. We're at the highest peak MLBB has ever been. The golden road is set for Onic.
Okay. What do you have to say to that? I felt this energy. It kind of made me move back a little bit.
All right, you may be on the golden road. You may have achieved so much, but do you have among your ranks, in your active roster, playing right now, a YouTuber and recording artist, much like the hitman Renegade?
Okay.
We got something better. We got the best player in the world. We got the best looking player in the world. We got Kyrie!
They got Kyrie. They got Kyrie. What does Blacklist have?
All right. It's not just the players. It's not just the players and the team that makes Blacklist International the best team. They also have the best fans.
Woo, okay. Okay. They have the best fans. What do you have, Marco?
Well, we might be outnumbered when it comes to that, Leo. I have to be honest with you. I think we're outnumbered. We may be outnumbered, but the passion shines through. I didn't want to have to do this, Leo. I didn't want to have to do this.
What are you gonna do?
Blacklist will win.
You curse Blacklist?
Oh
No!
my God!
No!
The Merkers! The Merkers!
Wait. I didn't want to do this. I promised the agents I would never do this. But agents, can I do it now? Can I?
What are we gonna do?
Do it.
What are we gonna do?
Blacklist International will win against Onic tonight.
Okay. Wait, I think we have to settle this with the fans, okay? I think we have to settle this with the fans. Mirko, you go first. Let's see the energy of the Onic fans.
All right, boys, you know what to do. When I say go, you say Onic. Are you ready? Go! Onic! Go! Onic! Go! Onic!
Oh, wow, that was intense. Let's see if the other side can do it better.
All right. I'm going to ask for the help of the agents. We got 3 special agents here joining us. Please introduce yourselves.
My name is Lionel.
Hi, my name is Therese.
Therese?
Therese.
And I am Phoebe.
Phoebe. Okay. Lionel, I'll leave it up to you.
Blacklist, are you ready? Blacklist! Blacklist! Blacklist!
Wow! Oh my God, the energy is so intense. It's 2-0, 2-2 right now. And I'm gonna have to say, casters!
Pasok!
Well, thank you, guys. I hope, Mirko, your bike is, dude, you are outnumbered. Let me just tell you that. So, Wolf, we got to join in. Who do you think is going to win?
Wait, I don't think I'm allowed to.
I feel like Onic
I don't
will
want to
win.
curse it. I don't want to curse it, right?
No, you do. It's,
Man,
it's your
between-
responsibility.
Geek.
What's Geek?
I think Geek Fam. See you soon.
No!
Win.
Why is he doing
Mr.
that to
Wagner,
you?
I think Onic will win.
No comment.
I think Where Miss Ghost will win.
Wait, am I the only one doing the prediction here? Come on, guys.
No
Where
comment.
Miss Ghost was the other one. Yeah, Where Miss Ghost will win, I think.
Either way,
Listen, guys,
The
you know,
energy
I flew a
from the
little far
fans,
away
man.
here. I don't want any problems, all right?
the energy from the
Yeah,
fans,
I also
man.
don't want any problems, Lavelle. Come on, don't put that in his spot.
Hey.
Come on.
Here goes taking the hate
At
of
least-
1,000
at least let
fans
me see
onto
the
himself.
draft.
Let him have that.
You know,
Alright.
at least let me see the
Okay.
draft. Then I will make my prediction. Okay.
Well, the draft has started. Blacklist first pick, Onic second pick. So far, no changes just yet.
See value in me?
Your team is banned.
Everything on the line here.
Fanny, Nolan,
Joy.
banned. Joy will probably get banned. The Fredrin, the Guinevere gets banned. Joy has been banned. Now the flavor of the pick.
This is game 2 reminiscent right here. It's all jungle bands.
Yeah. Boxia.
Akai
Akai.
instead.
Okay,
So-
great adjustment. Great adjustment.
So do they
Valentina.
So 1-1's open again.
Hey, Valentina.
Quad's still
Hey,
open.
hey, hey.
Valentina.
Valentina.
Vermes.
Valentina.
I'm just going to keep naming heroes. Is that cool, guys?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, well, that will secure your prediction.
Minotaur.
Though. Yeah, so I think Valentina.
Terizla.
Oh, what if they
Benedetta.
actually first pick the Minotaur?
Dude, I'm not against it. But then Onic, they can get the Valentina though.
Lauren.
Yeah, that's right. I think for Black.
To go to the RT show.
Oh, Lilia. All right.
Lilia.
Out of all the heroes, the one hero you didn't say was the. How bad can you said like 10
The
heroes.
drafting curse.
The drafting curse.
For Trex.
You said all the heroes in
I'm the real curse, guys.
Where's your brain?
I'm sorry, I'm the real curse.
Man, okay.
Who do you think is gonna win? The audience can hear you now.
1-1
and
Vermes. 1-1 Valen maybe for Onic.
Yeah,
I think
yeah,
1-1
yeah,
Valen.
Valen is solid.
1-1 Valen.
I didn't cure the pain.
All right, 1-1 Valen. Then the
I think
Blacklist.
Onic's gonna win.
Minotaur. I think you go Mino Claude. Mino Claude for Blacklist.
That would be safe.
Baksha Claude. All right.
I mean, they've been doing this a lot, huh? They've been getting the jungler over the roamer.
Yeah, that's right. That's right.
Maybe they're opening the option for Renegade to be like a healer or an engager.
So does Onic pick up the Minotaur here?
Lance or Mino. That's gonna be their choice for Onic.
I prefer Minnow for sure.
Yeah.
I want to see something crazy.
You're crazy.
I want to see something crazy.
Katita. No, I'm just kidding.
Like something just off the wall.
Cho?
Marcus?
I guess
Arlet,
there's not.
yeah.
Arlet, yeah. Arlet's
Arlet's
probably a solid pick.
craziest. But I do like the. I think Mino or Lance should be the pick here for Onic.
Kufra?
Kufra, early Kufra. Could be.
I mean, you want
really
crazy,
benefit
you want
against
zany.
Oheb or UA. Kaja's solid. They're not going to get crazy. It's game 5.
I feel like the reason why they pick up the Kaja is because it's a Baxia and not a Fredrin. Against the Fredrin, it's a little bit more difficult because you can use the energy eruption to basically cancel the Kaja from going away. And
Lancelot banned from Black?
Spilvius, you ban Mino if you're Blacklist. Oh no, you don't need to ban it.
No,
I mean,
Onic.
For Onic, yeah, they can ban it.
All right, super serious facts. Whoever wins this game will win this match. I think. You know what?
Even our production's losing their brains.
That's right. It's super serious.
You know what?
Yeah.
Eat my boots.
Oh, I like this Dyroth. I like this Dyroth.
Dyroth ban?
You don't have boots, man. I saw it.
I have boots on
I
right
can
now.
buy boots.
Oh, of course you do.
I can borrow money from the richest caster. Sir
mean Miracle?
Wolfslot.
Wolf actually told me
Miracle.
that if Blacklist wins, he'll buy his boots after this.
Nice. So,
I didn't
Minotaur
say that.
banned. Wolf was able to cash that. That was very good of you, Wolf.
Wow, thank you.
Dude, I mean, like, you're crazy.
Man,
Who do you think is going to win?
Let's just end the draft, please.
All right.
Okay.
Dyroth banned. So at this point,
Yeah.
Khalid, he's been using. I
Khalid,
mean, okay,
yeah.
Boots has been using the
Arlet.
Khalid, but
I think Arlet.
Arlet's
Yep.
the safer one.
Safer.
Yeah, but they still need an EXP as well on the side of Black.
Yeah.
Do they want to
Sun rises when
Yeah,
I
Khalid.
give the word.
All right, so you go Arlet if you're Onic.
Arlet or Terizla? Because Kaja going up against the Terizla is not a fun time.
Yep, that's right. Oh wait.
Yeah,
What
I'm
if
waiting.
We're
what
waiting.
if Blacklist just goes for Angela? So Terizla,
Terizla.
Rizzler?
the Rizzler.
I
That
like
means
the
Edward
Angela
definitely
here.
gets the...
Angela Yu Zhong for Blacklist.
I like it. I like it. You're smart.
Thank you. But I think that they'll just go pretty basic like Matilda actually. Like go Matilda, they go Edith.
I mean, like-
Matilda Edith actually.
Angela and the Baxia is pretty obnoxious.
Yeah. Angela Claude, Angela Baksha is pretty good. If they go Angela, they will just pick up Edith for Edward or Benedetta actually. Those two heroes.
Yeah, but what is Onyx saving? They're holding onto Kyrie for this very last pick
right.
here.
Amon. Nah.
What is the... It's Amon.
Amon, sorry.
I will be so perplexed if they just go
Hayabusa?
back to something like Martis.
I will choose my own path.
So Arlet.
Let's make the whole world
There's the floor again.
Again. This could be the team that makes
Man.
that 0 into a
hero.
17%.
Wow. Well done. That could be a
Is that
big
the exact
potential.
math?
Huh?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It will be 20. I think it will be 25 after this.
I think this is the 6th
Third.
time? No?
Third.
Third time?
If it's third, then it's 30.
33.
If this is the third, it'd be the 30. It'd be 33%.
No, I think it's at least the fourth.
This
so
is
if
fourth,
the fourth
this is fourth.
25 then.
This is
25,
right.
25.
Okay.
I thought it was the sixth.
I think Martis is like the safest choice for Onic, but come on, why do we go safe? Let's go Ham. Let's go Ling, right? For Onic. Oh man.
You called it.
You're so smart.
I hate that I
Who
called
do you
it like
think is gonna win? I mean, you called all the drafts.
No, I didn't call all.
You called 80% of the drafts.
Yeah, I didn't even talk. I just named heroes. I got 10 of them wrong.
You got it wrong.
Named everything except the Lilia. Okay. If
Just say Onic.
I'm a betting man, I'm gonna say Onic because the Florence odds are just pretty weird. You know, I think I like the Angela better, but obviously I'm not playing. It's Red J playing. They have the Florin.
I do want to say this. This is the first time that Onic has a higher lineup rating.
Yeah, because this time they used the meta heroes.
What are you saying, bro?
Before
Dude,
they were.
dude, what are you saying?
I'm saying like they pick Dyrath Benedetta in the jungle.
Our whole bit the whole night
Oh
is
my
these teams
God.
don't have meta.
We're going into the final game of the day.
You're scaring me.
It's Blacklist going up against Onic. Loser goes to the lower brackets. The winner marches on, getting all that much closer to the grand finals of the M5 World Championship. Welcome to the Land of Dawn. Welcome to the last match of the day.
Don't scream at me, Dad. I just want to analyze some games. And I know for sure that Kyrie and the gang, they will have a much better shot at this. Actually, I would say that when it comes to the late game, I would prefer Blacklist International's composition. Onic, they're not necessarily that strong in the early stages, but if they do find their openings with the Kaja, with their Decimate, they're A-OK.
Yeah.
But when it comes to, let's just say that nothing big happens and it was a natural progression from Blacklist, I still like their composition late game.
DJY, if you're watching, clip what Wolves hit and just cut it when he was like, I think Onic is not that good, and then just cut it there.
That's it.
No more context.
Did I say that?
So the full thing is like not that good in the late game.
All right.
All right, jumping into it. CW and OHEB once again up on the top side. And, you know, last game, they've kind of gone back and forth. From game 3, they were really focusing on the gold lane. Game 4, they were really focusing on the XP lane. And now it seems like we're putting a lot of thought back into the gold lane, because if we look at all the MVPs, if we look at the players who have really kind of changed the pace of this game, it's been the MMs, it's been the marksmen, either CW or OHEB. So that's where I think some of the focus needs to be.
C-dubs. Kyrie in the XP lane, staying for some of the EXP. That's okay. That's weird. Sensui, can he steal it? No. Kyrie gets the crab coin, and it's gonna be. I think that Sans will not get into level 4 because of that rotation.
Yeah, he was a little bit late. He was a bit late.
Super interesting.
What's gonna get for this one? Keyboy as well, trying to get level 4. Not going to be able to achieve it just yet. Onic now, Kyrie pulling the turtle. It looks like a 1v1 up top. OHEB going up against CW. CW is winning that one.
All right, with the turtle up, Kyrie should be able to secure this. Sensui not able to make his way in, but the penalty zone locks. Boots putting some nice damage on Yue. Black Shoes comes in. Keyboy looking for something as well, but they stop him in his tracks.
Dude, Kaja was stopped twice.
Yep.
He moved it half an inch, and that's all he gets.
Yep.
Good reaction to be coming in from Blacklist. I mean, it's a small thing, but it's a thing.
Yep. I think it's a thing.
In this best of 1, everything is important.
Everything, man.
Yeah.
Size doesn't matter.
Not at all.
But this buff matters, though.
Yeah, the buff matters.
Oh, they took it.
Keyboy.
The buff matters.
Oh,
Key man.
Key man.
Key man.
Unbelievable.
Unbelievable.
That's a lot. That's a lot of like gold that they take away from Blacklist International, and that buff matters a lot, you know.
Hey, buff life matters.
That's also true. That's very true.
Yeah. Stop stealing away the buffs.
Yep.
CW going up against OHEB.
Oh, CW in a little bit of trouble with this. Keyboy, Fine Retribution, Suppression. There goes the crossbow Tang, can't see both. Yes, there it is. Sans actually finds it though.
Yep.
It's first blood for the side Onic.
Oh, Sans just right there to kind of save that team fight, and then Keyboy eventually lands a kill on OHEB. Uncalled for with that usage of the Blazing Duet, but you know, That's what his decision was, and now they will have to suffer for it.
Dude, the momentum coming in from the previous game is pushing forward, starting on to CW. For now, Onic, 2,000 goal lead. Sans as well as Keyboy is doing quite a good job trying to push away Blacklist International from really roaming around the map.
Yep.
Nice goal lead for CW and Kyrie as well, both leading in their positions. And those are the two heroes that you want to be ahead right now in this phase of the game.
Also, you don't remember game number 1 and game number 2? Boots didn't necessarily have the goal lead over Edward, but this time game number 5, you see him much more comfortable. I think that for the past 4 games, we haven't seen a lot from Boots when it comes to his, whenever he comes out of the lane. But this time, it's pretty comfortable. So that's a good sign for Onic.
CW in a bad spot. Will go down here. They commit 3 members up just to secure that kill.
They take out their energy shields and they take away the gold coin from the gold cannon from CW. I think that's a big W.
Big W.
Kyrie as well as Sensui fighting around the buff. And it looks like Kyrie is able to steal it away. Buff life matters.
Buff life matters. All right, so right now, Onic with 1.8 gold lead. We can tell they're definitely kind of controlling the map here. Yes, Blacklist does kind of bite back, gets a kill on a CW to kind of even things out, at least between Oheb and Chewe. But still, Onic, you can feel the presence they're making. They're consistently on the opposite side of the river. They're consistently pushing in and putting more and more pressure on the Blacklist here.
Let me just say one thing. Kyrie's level 9, Sensui's level 7. That's not what you want to see if you're a Blacklist International fan.
Keyboy's level 7.
And now Keyboy's using the conceal.
They're going to be able to take this tower most likely. They're going to zone away, cut them off, and that's going to give CW a nice advantage. And this time, Onic will kind of start having the rotation advantage in the mid-game.
Very comfortable game for Onic this time. It's a low-scoring game, and this is what they like because they are farming anyways. Surely they wanted some kills onto Kyrie, but the fact that CW is having a great time, maybe A-okay. Also, they are taking away so much farm from Sensui. I can see that Kyrie's level 9, Sensui is just level 7. Come the Lord fight, there will be a significant margin between the EXP of the junglers. That's pretty good for Kyrie.
Right now, CW sees Oheb as well as Edward Keyboy still trying to basically build a line on the sand to tell Blacklist International, you do not move past this line. And Kyrie wants that purple buff. It looks like he takes it. Sensui right now is not having a good time farming in his own jungle.
He's just getting denied so much right now, from Keyboy to Kyrie. Everyone just in his face right now, and he's falling behind more and more. Still a 2-level difference between Sensui and Kyrie, and the gold is just raising more and more by the second.
At this point, Onic, they're very comfortable with this kind of lead. Blacklist International, we have to see how they're going to group up and how can they really turn things around for them. We got to look at Edward, how he's going to set up with his final slash, potentially giving a lead to Blacklist International, but I don't know, it's going to be a little bit difficult.
Sensui.
Oh, Sensui in a bad spot. Keyboy decides not to use the Divine Retribution just yet. Lets it through. Orange buff is going to be coming up, so hopefully Sensui can get something here.
Okay, Boots biding his time. Sensui moving up. UA trying to defend. Boots goes in.
Penalty zone on all members. Sensui going to go down. The crossbow tank locks on. Edward next. Keyboy to the backside. Divine Retribution. Sans finds it. 3 members down. Make it 4. Onic have just taken control.
Do it now,
Got another one. Sans. Leave him alone.
Leave him alone, Sans. But
he listened to you.
Yeah, he actually did.
That's very commanding.
And Onic just off of a wonderful initiation coming out and from Boots as well as actually it was CW also set up for the play as well as Sans. And then Keyboy goes for the secondary jump. And this is how good the chemistry is from Onic. They know that Keyboy's role this time is to not start the fight, but punish Blacklist International. Like Oheb, whenever he's seen that the Divine Judgment flicker is always deadly and no one can save him. And Sans actually, I think he copied the Florin, right? I think that's the best. I mean, we can see it through the replay, fortunately. All right. The instant replay brought to us by Kadia. Carry already
Five-man.
boots. Oh my god. Beautiful. And Suns copy the Florin. After the flight, look at the Keyboy. Looking for Oheb, finds it. Well done. And then even if they dive the turret in the middle, there is a lot of health on their side. They have the Florid ultimate that allowed them to be aggressive. Onic just, got everything.
And Edward missed everyone with his final slash there. The flicker in from Keyboy, able to kind of get out of the range of that. Not only that, but grab them and pull them in. With this, it's now 7.8 gold lead. We're on game 5, and Onic decides to finally start to end things quick.
9,000 gold lead in 9 minutes. This is 1K per minute. Whew. Yeah, Onic just decided, yeah, we're gonna end this now.
All right, we had fun.
This is a
Saturday's over.
This is a different face coming in from Onic.
I think
This is like the ROG Phone 6 beyond like the gaming mode, the turbo mode.
Yeah. HD mode.
Man, I didn't think that Mirko's cheer would make a
curse.
difference.
Mirko.
I mean,
oh man. And I think that if there's one thing that was proven, Leo's curse on Filipino teams is just way too strong, man.
Why did he do that though?
I know he was
like, why did he do
was
that?
doubting a lot.
I don't know what he thought. I don't know what he was thinking.
Oh my goodness.
Everyone's losing their minds tonight, guys. You have to remember that.
If he does that, I doubt he's gonna see Ocho Gahaba.
Yeah.
Not a
All right.
chance.
Watch for Boots. Just wait for that big play to come from him. Him and Keyboy are definitely going to be the starters of this fire.
Oh, and to think that there still is holy defense. Now it's not available in the middle. Maybe they'll take it. 10 minutes.
Oh, final slash. Keyboy able to lock on. The penalty zone locks in, and Edwards deleted. Crossbow Tang clean things up. Sensui on the run, but there's no escaping today. 3 members of Blacklist left. 5 members of Onic still standing. They've broken in. They've invaded the base, and they're going to keep it up. Keyboy with another one. Pulls him in, and they take him down one by one. Blacklist is falling, and Onic is reigning supreme in this game. We're 11 minutes in, 12.5K gold lead.
Dude, Florin's
Look at
win
Sans.
rate.
Look at Sans.
Sans.
Florin's win rate is not changing, man.
Yep. 0.
Not today.
And you know, Sans, there was an interview about from Sans where he said that nobody impressed him.
Nobody.
The entirety of the group stages.
I mean, like, if this is what Onic look like when they get serious, I don't know. Maybe they're just...
Hey, they're quite serious in the first 4 games, man.
Yeah, I mean...
But when it comes to their drafting choices, this one they resolved to the meta game. I guess, you know, to kind of patronize you, Mr. Lafel, this is what Onic looks like when they pick up meta heroes. And simple, right?
It's simple.
Simple. We said, take the Martis. I said that it will be the pickup, but it will be boring.
Yeah.
And that's just how it is.
But, you know, boring gives you the W.
Well, that's right.
Gives you the CW.
Yeah, sure.
You know what?
Sure.
You know what? You can have that.
Yeah.
You can have that.
You deserve that.
Now, just Keyboy and Sans making sure Blacklist stays in their base. Whew. How can they turn this around? I mean, they have a lot of ways to clear the lanes. My worry is Keyboy.
Yes. For them to turn this around, Edward, it will be Edward. The
5-man final flash?
Yeah. Into the base building, sure. And then Oheb just, I don't know, maybe they should be able to force Keyboy to force the Divine Judgment.
Wait, is this real?
This is real.
14,000 gold difference. It's 12 minutes. More than 1,000 gold per minute.
It's like a 1.2.
Dude.
You know what they did? Blacklist 7-1 them last time. This time, Onic's going to 8-1 them.
They got to 1-up them.
They got to 1-up them.
Come on, Leo. Why'd you got to do this?
Dude, you got to have a talk
Be quiet.
Oh, man. Oh, man.
Oh, man is right. Onic closing in. The Lord is there in the penalty zone to seal the deal. Onic trying to finish things up. Blacklist don't want to let it go just yet. Edward getting low. Keyboy in the backside gets suppression. Pulls Oheb in. They don't get the final shot. Finally, Oheb drops. Yue will be next. CW still up, another wave of minions closing in, but the health bars are low. Onic just have to try to lock on. Sensui trying to defend. The base is getting lower. It's been 5 games, and Onic will reign supreme. This is only day 1, but Onic will take the dub.
Onic close it out with a 3-2 match score. It was a long journey for this victory for Onic, but let me just say, I'm glad this series went the distance.
Absolutely. We see Blacklist International tested the Sky Kings, Keyboy, with this wonderful play on the Kaja. The third pick Kaja made a lot of sense because it's the Claw that they have to think about anyways. They didn't think about the Minotaur, they didn't think about any other hero. It's the Kaja with the flicker plays that shut down Ohem. And look at him go.
They all look like they're having fun, man.
That's right.
Sportsmanship shown by both teams. This is what it looks like when the game is this intense. And with that, we're throwing it over to the stage for Mara to talk with Onic.
Congratulations to Onic. Everybody, let me hear it from you. Go. You got a lot of fans in here. Now, I wanna ask this to Sans. Sans, during an interview, you said that no, yeah? Si Sans. You said during an interview that no team has impressed you yet. Now, this went to a best-of-5 series. You guys had a tough time. After facing Blacklist International, would you still say the same comment?
Sekarang udah impress sih, soalnya udah playoff.
Kyrie, do you want to translate?
Hindi ko pa naintindihan eh.
Oh, sino?
Ang sabi niya po ata kasi...
Sino makakaintindi? Sino pwede maka-translate? Who can translate?
Hindi, ang sabi niya po ata ano...
Ata.
Hindi, ito po sinabi niya pala. Na-impress daw po niya sa Blacklist, ganun.
Na-impress. So he's impressed with Blacklist.
Opo.
So now he's taking back his comment and now you could say that Blacklist International is the first team that impressed you for M5. Is that correct?
Yes, yes.
Oh, okay, you have a lot of coaches in here. There's a lot of coaches in here. Okay. Let me put you on the spot again. Who amongst all the players of Blacklist International impressed you? Who impressed you?
Midnya Yue.
What about him that impressed you? Wow, I'm making this hard for you. What is it about Yue that impressed you? What is it?
Nggak tahu. Mungkin dia kayak landing gitu-gitu kuat. Full hero juga banyak, jadi...
Oh, Kyrie, kaya mo yan. Ah, di ba? Okay.
Sanse, maybe the learning phase and he can play many hero.
He can play many heroes. Now, this is for Kyrie. Kyrie, you had a retribution clinic against Sensui. You had a retribution battle against Sensui. What can you say about his performance? Because we say that he has the instincts, but you know, you're the crowd favorite. A lot of people are so in love with you. Oh, actually, you know what? People are screaming. Sige, what can you say about Sensui's performance?
Tagalog na lang po.
Sige, Tagalog.
Malupit. As kasi first international tournament niya, tapos napakaganda na ng performance niya.
Outstanding. It's his first international tournament, and his performance is really great. I have to ask you, okay, I've worked with you before in MPL Philippines, and I see you after Indonesia. What are they feeding you there? Because Kyrie, as you stay longer, you end up looking better and better.
Ano po? Nasipadang.
Okay, for all the ladies that are watching, maghawi ka ng hair. Let's just... Gawin mo na lang, alam mo, a lot. There you go. There, isa pa. Ladies, this is for you. The crowd loves it. The the crowd loves it. Now, this is for CW. CW, Carvey from Deus Volt earlier that he's really looking forward to going up against you because he used to just watch you play. So is there anything that you want to say to him? Because possibly you could meet each other down the road.
Yeah, let's meet tomorrow or maybe later. Because we are on the same bracket, right? Let's meet.
So that's all you want to say to him for Carvey? Let's meet. Is there anything else you want to say to him to encourage him? Because it seems like he really looks up to you because he says he just used to watch you and now he's here in the world stage with you.
I'm waiting for him to against me.
You'll be waiting for that. Now, who are you now looking forward to the most in facing?
I think Keyboy want to say.
Keyboy, 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 Keyboy. You've seen all the teams. Amongst all the teams, who are you really, really looking forward to facing?
I think still same like before. AP brand.
AP Brand! What is it about AP Brand? Why?
Because strong.
Because they're strong. Now give them a message. Give AP Brand a message. What do you want to say to AP Brand?
For the message, my captain want to say.
The captain, the captain. Okay, captain.
Captain.
Okay. What do you want to say to AP Brand, the team that they're looking forward to going up against?
For me, I don't care about upper brand. I just want to focus on our enemy first, Deus.
Okay, you don't really care about AP Brand.
Yeah.
You just want to focus on the enemy. All right. Now, you have a lot of fans in here. You have a lot of fans online. A lot of people in Indonesia are cheering for you. What do you have to say to all your supporters? Keyboy! Let's give it to Keyboy! You hear the crowd? They're cheering for you. You hear that?
Thank you very much for support. Wish all to grand final and go to champion.
All right, you guys are a character. Congratulations once again to Onic as they go to the upper bracket semifinals. And now we're gonna break things down for you. So we're gonna go back to our casters. Casters, pasok.
I don't want to pass on. Wolf, pass on.
Masuk.
Trex, you talk? No,
No.
you?
Wolf. No.
No? Here's
I
the heads-
captain. Get into the captain.
Captain LaFell.
Captain Lefel. Come
Captain.
on, Captain Lefel.
Just talk.
Just talk, Captain. You got this.
Selamat datang semua. Okay, no. I like that they're playing hot potato with it, but now we got to look at the MVP for the match just now. And again, that was quite one-sided. The MVP is going over to Boots, the captain. Captain Boots, 109. Wolf.
I think. Just kidding. But I think what's impressive about this, Terizla, is that it was fourth pick, and you would think that it's like a pretty normal way to deal with it. At the same time, it's a very strong laner. Boots took over the macro of this game and did not falter when it comes to the farm in game number 5. If you're going to be looking back at game number 1 and 2, there's a significant difference between the farm of Edward as well as Boots, with Edward leading, and it's mainly because of the role that Boots will be playing. In fact, Boots all throughout the series, even when he didn't have the good amount of farm and good KDA, he still makes the good play. But in this particular game, landing the 5-man penalty zone that you're going to see now with that flicker, that really sealed the deal, I'd say, for Onic. They even managed to get the ultimate off the Florin so that they heal up, and then Keyboy with a good flicker onto Oheb. It will happen 3 times, where Keyboy will just hold on to the flicker, hold on to the Divine Judgment, and wait for Oheb. It will happen again this time. Watch out for Keyboy. Still has the flicker, still has the ultimate, and finds Oheb sitting in under the base. Here we go. You can see the foot started it all, and then Oheb wants to get out, and Keyboy just finds him in the end. This is how focused the members of Onic members are. Eventually, Sans will just recall his way out and, you know, utterly impressed by Yue, as he mentioned. But it looks like Onic, they're just in a different level that game number 5.
I mean, Wolf, my uncle has always said, always be aware of boots, because he will step all over you.
My uncle always said these boots are made for walking.
And my uncle said he will walk all over you.
Yeah.
I don't have an uncle. But, you know,
How is that even possible?
Let's
What?
just
How?
focus
Would you like
on the
Kuya?
game. Onic going up against... Oh, yeah, actually.
What?
Leo is my uncle.
Leo's your uncle.
Dude, why did Leo have to do that?
I know, right?
Why did Leo have to
I
be
know,
like,
right?
that is gonna...
Let's be honest about the real problem.
We need to talk to Leo here.
We need to. I mean...
What did he think was... What was he thinking?
The craziest thing is, yesterday, he kind of was, you know, he was second guessing whether or not he should do that today. He should vote for
He
that.
shouldn't.
And it's clear that he shouldn't.
He shouldn't.
Onic with 6-0-6, the performance from Sans was spectacular, and I think that we already set up the layout for Blacklist International. Maybe don't give the 1-1, or maybe don't give the Valentina. I believe that after 5 games that we've seen, especially with how Sans was able to be the carry in this game with 59.6k damage dealt, it's clear that teams will now look into Onic and see that Sans should not be given the Valentina. The 1-1, they can defeat. We've seen that Blacklist were able to win against this 1-1, almost win against the 1-1 too. So it's like a manageable type of hero. But the Valentina from Sans, that's quite scary. That is, if there's anything that Blacklist have learned against Onic this time, that should be it.
The difference in damage here, Sans 59,000, UA only be able to do 37,000, CW 51, and again, I kind of feel like Onic, Sans is like, I don't want to say unsung hero, because everyone knows how crazy this guy is, doesn't matter what kind of hero he used. Like, even with the Novaria, it looks like it's a heat-seeking missile. Like, it just follows wherever anyone goes. Like, I feel like when he's using a Novaria, there's a curve. When he's using the Valentina, like, I don't know.
Yeah, that's the exact. That's the exact.
That's how my
sound.
brain sounds like at this point.
And
We
he
can
was
hear.
definitely like disgusting that game. Like he was just hanging out in their base. He was just chilling.
He was
vibing.
dirty and clean at the same time.
Dirty and clean at
Yeah.
the same time.
It's a thing.
He was hot and cold at the same time.
Yeah. He was mean and nice.
Man, I don't have a
He was
contribution.
bussin'.
He was bussin'.
He was bussin'. He was bussin' this time. Yeah,
Yeah.
That performance of Valentina all throughout the series was perfect, and I think
Hello?
Back to the knockout stage.
Hello? Knockouts? Okay. All right. Knockout stage.
Sorry about that.
There's Bo who's going up against Onic. That's right. All right. We're
Don't be afraid to brave the road